All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our second day of Hudson. Well, really our first live day. It feels like our second day because we went live last night at midnight and it was great fun. And I should report that we already have raised, let me check the numbers. I believe we have raised almost $75,000. Let me check, hold on. Let me get the exact number. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, we've raised $76,876.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I think that just went up literally like $1,000, at least in the last half hour since I sat down at my desk. Good morning, everybody. How are you all this morning? Lovely people. Thank you for joining us again this morning. We're going to get started with our AM High party in a second. So Wendy, do you have your coffee? I've got my coffee. I've got my chamber mug. I may have to step out. If you see me step out at any point, it's just because I've gone to get more coffee because I need a lot of caffeine after last night. Last night was a lot of fun.
Last night
we're off to a great start. How are you this morning?
I have coffee in here. I've got my backup coffee in here full of Square One coffee. So I will be.
You got your backup coffee.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We should introduce ourselves, I suppose. I'm Maria Nieves, President and CEO of the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce. So again, I want to welcome everybody to Hudson Gives 2020, hashtag Hudson Gives 2020. And you are Wendy.
Oh, that is me.
Yeah.
I'm Wendy Paul. I am co-host to Maria. I am the Hoda to her Savannah. You're a Today Show person, but I am so happy to be here. I am from Hudson County, grew up in Hudson County, live in Hudson County, and so happy to support this initiative to help all of the nonprofits here locally in Hudson County.
Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. We're glad to have you as co-host. I am wearing my shirt, but it's a little chilly this morning, so I'm also wearing the sweatshirt. I do have 2 prizes to award this morning. So let me mention who are the winners of one of those prizes. So overnight, we had 2 prizes to be awarded from the 12 a.m. time frame to 6 a.m. We were going to award prizes to both the large nonprofit and the small nonprofit who were able to get the most donors overnight. So I've awarded the large nonprofit award, and we had a tie. So I decided that the most equitable way to do this was to split the $500 prize between the 2 winning organizations. And so, drum roll, please. Oh wait, I'm gonna get my drum roll app out. Hold on. DJ turned me on to this. Let me see if I can find the drum roll. No, that was a punch. That's not a good one. Oh, here we go. Sound box. This may take a while. Oh, here we go. Drum roll. Some of these sounds are really quite interesting, I have to say. Drum roll? No drum roll? I can't find it. I'll find it for later. But in any case, the number 1 winners in this category, the 2 of them are Peace Care, woohoo, and congrats to them. They won this prize last year, so they know what they're doing. 2 years in a row, they've been a winner. And then Partners in Prevention tied with them. So I was like really surprised that we had a winner like 2. So folks are getting very savvy to these prizes, Wendy. It means it's going to be a very interesting day today. All right, I'll find it for later. So those 2 winners are splitting a $500 prize. I've already added it to their fundraising, fundraising totals. All right, are you ladies ready? Because we're going to totally get started here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let people in from, I'm going to let them in from the room, and we will go.
Fantastic.
Oh, I don't need this. I just need my, sorry about that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, I'm gonna let them in from here. All right,
And we're unmuted.
we are, yes. You can tell you're unmuted when you're.
Yes, just wanted to make.
Okay, all right. All right, hey, Michelle, are you on? Michelle, can you hear us?
I think she's still connecting. I see the dots.
Got it. All right, we'll wait for Michelle to come on so she can hear this good news. Hi, good morning, Andrew. Welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Andrew, welcome back.
Woo, feels like I never left.
Oh my gosh. All right, so while we are waiting for Michelle, I'm going to introduce and really start to turn the program over to our AM High Party, which is starting right now. So I want to welcome our two wonderful, wonderful AM High Party facilitators this morning, hosts, I should say, really. So first is Susan Pascal, Celebrate Life with Susan. And let me introduce Susan. So Susan is the founder of Celebrate Life with Susan, is a life influencer, soul nurturer, creative being, and celebrator of life's simple pleasures. She's also the owner, brains, and beauty behind Celebrate Life Studio, a communal rental space located in the heart of Hoboken, New Jersey. Working as an adult, kids, dance, and fitness instructor for years, has inspired her to adopt a daily practice to live in the moment and find joy, inspiring her to launch her new AM High Party, inviting you to bring greater joy into your daily life through a supportive community. Why should kids have all the fun? I couldn't agree more. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you.
This morning.
Thank you. So happy to be a part of this.
Excellent.
And hello, beautiful ones. I'm Susan, and I believe life should be celebrated daily. That's why I'm so happy that you decided to start your day on the right beat with me and DJ Cherish the Love. Welcome to the launch and the inaugural celebration of our AM High Party. Are you ready, Hudson County? Let's make time to play. Starting here and now, no more mundane morning routines. Together, we are gonna head over to that virtual dance floor and shake it, waking up to our best day yet. Just strip away those labels of who you think you need to be to find out who you really are. Our playlist will be collaborative via Spotify, so drop your requests in and we will try and play them at AM High Party. I want everyone to enjoy our hashtag breakfast beats, feel free, happy, and dance, dance, dance. Thank you, Maria Nieves and the Hudson County Chamber for allowing us to be part of their annual HudsonGives Day. Now that we've been handling life events virtually, we are grateful to bring you our AM High Party through the HudsonGives Zoomathon. Each week, we will set an intention to start the day. Today's intention is all about giving. So I want everyone to just close their eyes, take a deep breath in, be here and present in this moment together as we unite in giving and sharing amongst our community. When we share our talents and give of ourselves, we make the world a better place. We are meant to share these gifts with everyone. So let's set aside this hour early in the day to invest in you. You are a top priority. Take care of you before other people's priorities come rushing in. And now, I am honored to have as my partner in the mix master, DJ Cherish the Love. She will be spinning the life into our AM High Party with some dope beats. Get ready to get high this AM at our AM High Party with our collaborative playlist on Spotify at AM High Party. Just drop your requests in the little chat button at the bottom and let's go. Hi, DJ Cherish. I think she's having mic problems this morning.
Working. I don't know if you hear me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. How did
Hey,
that
Michelle, I just want to let you know that Peace Care and Partners in Prevention won the early prize. You split it. Yeah, you guys tied with Partners in Prevention. So on that note, DJ, take it away. Thank you, Susan.
Let me just soak that in. That suddenly the mic started working.
Yes,
Awesome.
great time.
You know what? Michelle joined and she brought all of the magic with her. So and fixing it. Yes.
Nervous energy.
Positive, great energy.
For that. And Maria, you can read my bio, my intro,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
my own. That's
DJ Cherish the Love. Reverend Cynthia Cherish Malloran, aka DJ Cherish the Love, is a boss professional DJ.
Pose.
Is featured on NPR Music and on HuffPost as a music missionary. You'll find her DJing on Netflix, Food Network, and the MTV Video Music Awards. That's a big wow. Sharing sound systems with legends such as Nile Rodgers, Bono, Oprah Winfrey, Elvis Costello, and more. DJ Cherish the Love is here to keep us lifted through music. All righty, thank you both for joining us. I am literally turning the program over to you.
Woo!
All right. And that is Bose Professionalism, the brand Bose. That's me. And Susan, you don't have to mute yourself. Are you muted? No, right?
I'm not. No.
Not. Okay, good. So feel free to jump in and speak as you like. You hear the music right now, right? Ooh, I got worried for a second there because last night was incredible.
That was so much fun.
So great. And that we crossed the $75,000 mark is like blowing my mind. So let's just enjoy some music. Start the day off like this. And feel free to just do as you want as I play. Give you a sampling of what we're going to do for AM High every week.
Never forget who you are, little star. Never forget how to dream, butterfly. God gave a present to me, made of flesh and bones. My life, my song, you made my spirit whole. Never forget who you are, little star, shining brighter than all the stars in the sky. Never forget how to dream, butterfly. Never forget where you come from love. You are a treasure to me. You are my star. You breathe new life into my broken heart. Come into my life. Come into my life. Come into my life. Oh, baby.
How do we find the song list again?
Come on in.
AM High Party on Spotify.
Come into my life, oh baby. First time that I met you, I knew I had to make you mine.
You have to drop your request in, people.
You, I knew I want you all the time. I don't need no sympathy. All I need is your love for me. Tell me now how to make you happy. Oh baby, come into my life. Come into my life. you into my life. Said I want you into my life. I got to help you, baby.
Morning, John.
You're right there. Oh, yeah.
So what's the website again for donating? HudsonGives.org, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the shout out.
I just want to see the numbers go up.
Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Woo! Rise up this morning.
Welcome in Robinson Holloway.
Welcome.
On my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true.
Don Pascal will be joining us later on this morning. Welcome in, Don.
Next to you, singing don't worry about it. 'Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Singing don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile.
Enjoy those breakfast beats, people.
Three little birds each by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Saying, this is my message to you. Really don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, oh, every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry, singing don't worry about a thing. I won't worry, every little thing.
Welcome in, Don. Hi, Don.
Singing don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. I won't worry, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Baby, don't. Whatever this world is good enough. You're all I see. Ooh, you make me live now, honey. Ooh, you make me live. Oh, you're the best friend I ever had. I've been with you such a long time. You're my sunshine, and I want you to know that my feelings are true. I really love you. Oh, you're my best friend. Ooh, you make me live.
What was requested, people?
I got you to help me forgive. Ooh, you make me live now, honey. Ooh, you make me live. Oh, you're the first one. When things turn out bad, you know I'll never be lonely. You're my only one.
How's this social distancing, huh?
really love the things that you do. Oh, best friend.
I have another announcement. I just made a prize award for the overnight winner of our 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. most donors for a small organization. And Andrew, Mile Square Theater, has won that prize. Congratulations.
Bravo.
So I'm so excited you're here to see it live.
Oh,
and
man.
to your page. So congrats again. And I was
Thank you,
on your
Maria.
page
Thank you.
and I noticed that your goal is $30,000 to raise this year. So, wow. Are you
Yeah,
excited? Are you anxious?
that'll help.
You need help. Yes, everybody, we need to help all of our nonprofits, especially our arts organizations and our healthcare organizations. All of them are ambitious here and they need the funding. So please do make a donation. Congratulations to both your organizations. And Robinson, thank you for being so persistent and making sure that Art Fair 14C was ready to go. And you got in there and just started raising funds. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by everyone this year. I'm so thrilled.
And 14C was a great time. And so glad that got it just under the wire before everything happened. So
Yeah.
it was a true testament to the arts and having an event to bring people out into the community. So great job on that.
Thank you. I was so pleased to see how many people donated early, even though I wanted them to wait, because we're going for the most donors prize, and we had 44 people do it before midnight.
They just get so anxious and they want to just jump in there. So.
Well, they may not be used to the rules of the Hudson Gives yet.
We'll have to teach
All
them.
good.
Teach them.
But
Right.
I was really glad to see that 7 of the top 15 on the leaderboard are arts. So the arts
Are they
community is doing
really?
really well.
Wow, awesome. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
All right, DJ, take it away.
What's the website one more time where people can throw their money?
HudsonGives.org. You need to go there right now.
Yes, we're doing good things with that money.
All my rich girl. Na, 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 na. See, I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. No man can test me in bed. Never ever end. 'Cause I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Think what that money could bring. I bought everything. Clean out Vivian Westwood in my belly on a gown. No, wouldn't just have one mood. Hollywood mention if I could. Please book me first class to my fancy house in London town. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. All the riches, baby, bring what your love can bring. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. Don't even know what's the baby. Your loving is better than golden. Na na, I was a rich girl. Na 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 na. See, I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Don't make it test me, impress me, my cash flow will never ever end. 'Cause I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Gold hair and sugar girls too. Inspire me and they come to my rescue. I dress them wicked. I give
Oh, yes, that money's gonna be good use. Helping our nonprofits in Hudson County.
riches, baby, won't mean anything. All the riches, baby, bring what your love can bring. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. Don't even know what's the baby. Your loving is better than golden. Na na.
Come together all over the world from the hood and ever to cool girls. What? It's all about what? Give it up, what? Come together all over the world from the hood to Japan, ever to cool girls. What? It's all about what? Give it up, what? What happens when my life turned upside down? Chicks that blew your mind, ding, it's the second round. Original track and ding, you know you can't buy these things, no. See Stefani and the Lamb, I rock the fetish people, you know who I am.
Yes, we got the style that's wicked. I hope you can all keep up. We come all the way from the bottom to the top. Now we ain't getting nothing but love.
This is a journey into journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new value. When all is ready, I throw this switch. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Pump that bass.
Please, would you mind saying it again?
You make me feel so good.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special news bulletin from our on-the-spot passport.
Oh my gosh, the music just turns me on.
I miss music.
Right?
Should be small. Who can tell what magic spells we'll be doing for us? And I'm here, my love to this world, only to be told. I can see, I can breathe, no, I'm not real with me. And nothing's gonna change the way we live. 'Cause we can always move but never get. And everything's changing for the worse. See, wow, it's a crazy world we're living in. And I just can't can see that half of us immersed in sin is all we have to give. Pictures made of virtual insanity now always search.
Oh yeah.
About this love we have for useless twisting of that new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, but we all have underground. Thinking what I'm experiencing, hard to know where to begin. If I could slip the secret ties of earth man has made, and now every mother can choose a color of her child. That's not nature's way. Well, that's what they said yesterday. Nothing left to do but pray. I think it's kind of kind and you religion. Whoa, it's so insane to see this as another strain.
Hope we're raising your spirits this morning, people.
Futures made of virtual insanity now always seem to this love we have for useless twisting of that new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, but we all left underground. Oh, now there is no sound, if we all live underground. And now it's virtual insanity. Forget your virtual reality. Oh, it's nothing so bad. There's some bad happening. Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
How prophetic is that song? Right? Those lyrics like right now.
Virtual reality, yes.
Yes, totally.
It's officially a dance party now that there's Beyonce.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
$80,000, everybody. $80,000.
Woo! Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So great.
great.
On, I want to go out.
Oh, everybody, do we know the dance? No.
Hey,
You want your body, you want your body, want to get your body. Yeah, I wanna be myself tonight. Can you get me body? I wanna be myself tonight. Just do my body. I wanna let it out tonight. Wanna party, wanna dance, wanna be myself tonight. You got it. Just a body to the front of the line. Let me fix my hair before I go inside. Hey, Mission 6, gotta check these chicks, 'cause you know they go block when I take these flicks. Hey, Mission 7, I'm giving eyes to the gods. Now I think I found the way. Mission 8, why we conversate? If you skip small talk, let's get right to the chase. Everything with me tonight. A little sweat ain't never hurt nobody. Why I'm standing on the wall? I'm the one tonight. Somebody, get somebody, get somebody, get somebody, get somebody, want somebody. You want my body, want to get my body. Yeah, my body. I gotta know and to know if I can get my body. I'm kinda tired of to see somebody. I wanna get it up tonight. Wanna dance, wanna party, wanna be myself tonight. Can you get me body? I wanna be myself tonight. Can you get me body? I wanna be myself tonight. Just get me body. I wanna tonight. Can you get me body? I wanna be myself tonight. Just get me body. I wanna be myself tonight. Can you get me body? I wanna be myself tonight. Just get me body. I wanna be myself tonight.
A girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least a pair, a bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood.
LL. Hey.
Slang. I love it when
Morning, Joyce.
thing standing there.
Welcome.
Lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. She likes to dance to the rap dance. She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy jams, honey coated complexion, using Cabernet. Let's hear it for the girls who's from around the way.
81,000. Woo!
Woo! Oh, we're raising
It's all day. It's all day. Here and watch the number go up.
I think between the music and the energy, I think this is really, it's a good combo.
Renee, I love you from around the way. Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I'm Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I'm Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I love you from around the way. Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I'm Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I'm Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee. I love you from around the way.
What happened? Can't hear you.
We can't hear the music. Oh no.
There we are. Oh, technology.
There it is.
Sitting in the movie theater, thinking nasty thoughts. I better be a gentleman or you turn me off.
Ooh, Miss Janet.
Janet. Oh, you nasty boys. Nasty, nasty boys. I don't ever change. Oh, you nasty boys. I don't like no nasty girl. I don't like a nasty food. Yeah. The only nasty thing I like is a nasty groove. Will this one do? I know. Say nasty, nasty boys. I don't mean nothing. Oh, you nasty boys. Nasty, nasty boys. I don't ever change. Oh, you nasty boys. Nasty, nasty boys. Give me a nasty groove. Oh, you nasty boys. Nasty, nasty boys. Let me see your nasty body move. Oh, you nasty boys. I can learn to like this. Listen. I'm not a fool. I just want some respect. So close the door if you want me to respond. Cause privacy is my middle name. My last name is control. No, my
That dog is adorable.
It's Jackson looking nasty.
Oh my God.
Woo, baby, baby.
Dawn, are you submitting a picture for the pet parade? You are? Okay, good. Reminder to everybody, we haven't.
I've got to get up to get down, friends.
Yeah, get up to get down. 12 noon to enter pictures for the pet parade so we can have a mascot. So we'll do the winner at 4 o'clock.
Conversation, baby, can't you read? I don't want you with a detail, baby. I don't even want to waste your time. Just say to me that you could help to ease my mind. Baby, I ain't Mr. But if you're looking for fast love, fast love in your eyes, small little love, had some bad love, so fast in love.
Oh yeah, go Maria, go Maria.
Think about baby.
ladies, they're all having babies. But I just wanna have some fun. With the detail, baby, I gotta get there in your own. Yes, wait a minute, you could help to ease my mind. I ain't Mr. Right, but if you're looking for faster stuff in your eyes, it's more than enough. Had some bad love, so fast love is all that I've got on my mind. Ooh, yeah. What's that thing about, baby? Get yourself some blessings in love.
They wanna know who's that girl. Come on. Who's that girl? What's my name, y'all? What's my name, y'all? Can I turn you on by my words spell? Look into my eyes, think I want you, can't tell. Me, I keep it sexy, daddy, so I can't fail. Keep it gangster for the cowards, so I give them hell. Call me misfit, mixed for the gang of trash. Riskless now, cause I make a gang of cash. Like glam, still street with the do-rag. Slang, spit, gang, change speech, how they do that? Watch they mouths drop, watch the crowds pop up and act out. Brawls with the scoop face, smash on and knock out. Ain't change, game over me, I run the game. If I gotta keep it green, so be it. I'm supposed to change like simple. Dizzy brawls, they fucking with my mental. Natural born hustling, bitch, check what I've been through. Got mine, took it from you, and now you slot mine. That to my own shit, dog, I'm on the dot com. Come on. I can understand why they scared to eat. Thought I did it one way, ain't prepared for me. Mad cause the image I don't care to be. Realness, real shit, spit reality. Attitude rude, that's the Philly and I. Need me in the game, I'm the thrill in your life. Breath of fresh air, little boys hang me on they wall, I grow them chest hair. Why you listen to other shit? You got the best hair. Come on, try your luck, shorty. I got the best hair. Bet you anything, you ain't ready, and you get left there. Ain't known for frontin' vouch for my behavior. Same way they get down, I get down for this paper. 16, me from my pen, so you can test. I still need to know who I am, then cop the record. Take it like a class on me, and learn the lesson. Bottom line, my word, my way, and the question.
Crazy pause, people.
First and 15. Yeah. And this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it, he knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded, since the first kick flip he landed, labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His name neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away we roll, just a rhythm to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast.
Yo, this is why Clef Refuge tries well. This little bass sitting up here on the bass. While I'm on this roast, I got my girl L. One time. Hey yo, L, you know you got the lyrics.
I heard he sang a good song.
Everybody sing.
I heard he had a song. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with this song, killing me softly with this song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. You call when you want it. Everyone wants something from your soul on the molly. Someone's friend is talking like they know, oh, you're on it. I just wanna be your pretty girl when you want it. 'Cause I can only think about you. What it's like to walk around you. What they like to talk about you. 'Cause I can
85,000.
85,000! Woo!
What you want is only about the money and control. I can't step
It's about the money.
Someone else will cop it like it's gold. You're a prophet. Someone's gonna profit. Don't you know? I just want it. I can only think about you. What it's like to walk around you. What they like to talk about you. 'Cause I can only think about you. 'Cause I can only think about you. What it's like to walk around you. What they like to talk about you. 'Cause I can only think about you. Oh, no apologies, twisting your word and your prophecies. Oh, surprise of the prodigy you wanna be. Oh, no apologies. Twisting your word and your policies. Oh, and honestly, I can only think about you. What it's like to walk around you. Why they like to talk about you. 'Cause I can only think about you. 'Cause I can only think about you. What it's like to walk around you. Why they like to talk about you. 'Cause I can only think about
Do you remember people turning on the radio and loving every song that was played back then?
Gazing out of the window, staring at a sun that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side. But he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. But all the praying just ain't helping at all, 'cause he can't seem to keep himself out of trouble. So he goes out and he makes his money the best way he knows how. Another body laying cold in the gutter. Listen to me. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. That you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're moving too fast. Bring the beat in. Little Precious has a natural obsession for temptation, but he just can't see. She gives him loving that his body can handle, but all he can say is, baby, it's good to me. One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, but he doesn't recognize his own face. His health is fading and he doesn't know why. 3 letters took him to his final resting place. You don't hear me? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Oh man, I just think back to that time and think, you're so right. It's like I turned on the radio and like everything on the radio, I loved it. Oh, I miss that.
No matter what genre, really.
Anyway.
Those guys. They were fantastic.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling, I from ear to ear. But I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my tears. If I just put me first, baby, it's
Come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 my love on top. Baby, I can hear the wind whipping past my face as we dance the night away. And boy, your lips taste like a night of champagne as I kiss you again and again and again and again. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling. I'm here to live, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my tears. If I can make it put me first, baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gets me all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything. Finally, you put my love on top, 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 top,
I'll always think of you inside of my private thoughts.
I love Tony Braxton.
Private heart, and just the thought of you can't help but touch my skin. Why I want you so bad. This one night, you there beside me all night. Do it again and again. You know I want you so bad, baby, 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 ooh, baby. I get so high when I'm around you, baby.
AM high.
And touch this, bring my temperature rise. Oh, baby, you're making me high. Obsessed, the very thought of you makes me want to get undressed. I want to be in spite of what my heart says. I guess I want you to back. All I want is you there beside me. Oh, baby, do it again and again and again and again. You know I want you so bad, baby, baby, baby. Ooh,
you're looking just a little too hard at me, standing just a little too close to me. You say you're not quite enough to me. You're sipping just a little too slow for me. No doubt you play it real cool, homie. Got me thinking, what is it you do for me? Tripping a little more than I should be. So let yourself go and get right with me. Sorry, what we can get right before the night is up. We can get right.
kick it? Can I 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 kick it? Well, I'm gone. Can I kick it? To all the people who can quest like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track force. Why? Cause getting mentions on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk buzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug. Afrocentric living is a big shrug. A life filled with, that's what I love. A lower plateau is what we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of. We'll nipper the dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a snug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a plus love. As the tribe flies high like a dove.
Caught the glass as it fell from my head. Like a child couldn't quite understand. What was I doing there, far away from nowhere on my own?
More song? How did that happen? Oh. Right, all right, I'm gonna give us one more song, right? Here we go. Just to get our feelings ready for the day, you know?
Can't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it.
Nada.
Here. You hear it? You hear it now? Technology.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
You love this song, go to HudsonGives.org and give.
A singer in a smoky room. The smell of wine, cheap perfume. For a smile, they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Oh, don't stop believing, people.
Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice. Just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing.
Thanks,
Don't stop believing, people. Don't stop believing. And thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. I think we raised a little over $10,000 just like in 45 minutes. Holy smokes. Thank you, everyone. You are awesome. Yes, don't stop believing. This is called supportive. This is being supportive of our community, and we love you for it. And thank you, DJ Cherish the Love, for spinning some dope beats this morning. I hope it raised everybody's spirits. Yes, as we raise money, and we're going to continue to raise your spirits with our AM High Party every week on Wednesdays in the morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So go to www.amhighparty.com to find out more information. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. So be sure also to make those donations, continue to make those donations to Hudson Gives this morning. And let's see, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And I'd like to share a little something to think about as you continue your high for the day. Give thanks in advance for the things you want. Put that intention out there into the world. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the amazing opportunities coming my way today. Thank you for every smile today, for every laugh and every moment of fun. Join us next week at our AM High Party, where we'll continue to raise your spirits in the morning. Yay, totally. And hashtag don't wait, celebrate. We'll see you next week, and thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Getting started on such a great footing. DJ, you're rock.
Thank you, DJ Cherish the Love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Honored to share this morning with all of you. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. We'll see you later, DJ. Yes. All right. Woohoo.
That's awesome.
All right.
Thank you, friends.
As we wrap up our party, we are going to basically take a little break here, and we're going to move to going live at Learning Community Charter School for announcements this morning with Mr. Hogan, which should be very interesting. So you can drop off, you can stay on for our next guest. And while we wait, Wendy, let's do an update. We're at $87,289.
Wow, that is amazing.
Amazing, amazing.
It is. That's fantastic. I think we
Thank you, everyone.
We need to have
Enjoy
an
the rest of the day.
AM high party. Thank you.
That is perfect. And we were shy of 80 before the music started. So this music definitely got everything going this morning. That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Say that number.
And Andrew probably dropped off to start working the phones at Miles Square Theater.
Yes, he did drop off a few minutes ago. He did say thank you to everyone and the music. And shout out to DJ Cherish, the love to a great start for the day. So that was from Andrew. So that's awesome.
So let me see if I can share my screen so that I can pull up the website and we can take a look at the leaderboard.
Okay.
I love that leaderboard. So let's do that. Let me see how I do this. Okay. Can everybody see that? All right. So let me refresh this. And as you can see, our AM party was live on and is still live on the site. And I'm going to scroll down here to the leaderboard, which is where you can see who or what organizations are doing the most fundraising or the most active fundraising right now. And wow, Friends of the Learning Community Charter School is rocking, and they've gotten almost $10,000, which I should just note is essentially what they raised. I have to look at my notes, but I think they raised about $10,000-$12,000 last year. So they're already approaching what they raised last year, and it's only 8:23 in the morning. So that is incredibly impressive. York Street Project, Boys and Girls Club is rocking it. And I know that Janet Wallach at the Boys and Girls Clubs is really working very hard to raise money there. So congratulations to them. We also see Surati for Performing Arts, Women Rising, Hope's Community Action Partnership in Hoboken, the Riverview Jazz Festival, Fund for a Better Waterfront has been working so very hard over the last week. Round 2 Resources, Miles Square Theater, they round up the top 10. But as you can see, with $87,000 raised, that everybody's raising money. And there are 76 nonprofits raising money. 54 of them have raised money, which means that there are 22 organizations that haven't raised any money yet. So if you want to help out these organizations, go to the site, find a cause, maybe find someone who needs to get on the leaderboard and start raising some funds, HudsonGives.org. We encourage everybody to get out there and start raising some money. So what we're gonna do, it's 8:24. I think we should switch things up. I'm gonna bring up my slide. I'm gonna see who's in the waiting room. Is anybody in the waiting room? No. So Wendy, any thoughts so far with our fundraising competition and how it's going?
Well, I think we're off to such a great start, even better than what we were talking about last night with our launch party. Just to get everyone up to speed, when we were talking about the launch party last night at 11:50 p.m., we had a countdown to launch everything. DJ Cherish, for those of you that heard her spin this morning, also played last night, and we had an all-night party, all night meaning until 1 a.m. And then we're back here this morning, very excited about everything that we have going on tonight. Very happy. And thank you again to Celebrate Life with Susan Pascal and DJ Cherish. And we have a full slate of events scheduled for today. Do we want to go over the schedule now, Maria, or you want to do that a little bit later?
We can do that a little bit later. I think what we can do now is I'm going to basically go live and start to go live to Learning Community Charter School.
Okay, great.
And let's see if we can. All right. Okay. So we're going to welcome in, and I'm going to share my screen again. So let me see if I can do this. And then we're going to welcome on to our Zoom, Mr. Hogan and Jen Hughes. Let's see, I'm going to share this. All right. All right, so we're ready. Let's welcome on our guests. They are joining. Hello, hello.
Okay,
good morning. Hi.
Jen and
Welcome,
Mr. Hughes.
welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to meet you, Mr. Hogan. I've been calling you Mr. Hogan the
Oh,
entire
sure.
time. I go back to my school days when I meet a school head of school. So welcome to our Hudson Gives live. I believe we should be live on your Facebook page at the Learning Community Charter School.
Oh, we're live now?
We might be. I'm sorry.
Let me just check. I actually have it up because
I don't know how long it takes to connect. And then I'm just going to turn it over to you. I'm Maria Nieves, President and CEO of the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, we are live. I can see us. I have it on my phone, so we are definitely live.
Excellent. And then this is Wendy Paul. She's our co-host. And I am really just going to turn it over to you. I want to welcome Jennifer Hughes and Colin Hogan with the Learning Community Charter School. They are live on Hudson Gives 2020, and they are going to do morning announcements. Welcome. Over to you.
Well, good morning, LCCS, and good morning, Hudson County. This is really exciting. We've taken announcements to a whole new level. So we have some special guests here. We obviously always have Ricky here. He's known at LCCS. He's our school dog. But we're really excited because we're welcoming Maria Nieves, who's the president of the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce, and Wendy Paul as well from Hudson County Chamber of Commerce. And obviously Ms. Hughes is here from LCCS. So we have a big crowd today. So we're so excited. So today is Thursday, May 14th, and it is National Underground America Day. And what that is that there are 6,000 Americans that live in some sort of underground house. Now, if you want to know if you live in an underground house, to qualify, your house must be completely underground or be underground on at least 3 sides. If you don't have that, I don't have that, well, I don't live in an underground house. But 6,000 other people do. So do you know what the pluses are of living in an underground house are? Well, the pluses are that you don't have as much exposure to the elements, and you also, it's a very stable home. The problem is running your heating and your cooling is a little bit of an issue in an underground house. So think about that. So everybody today, think about whether you'd like to live in an underground house or not, whether that's something that you'd be interested in doing. And then the other thing is that you can take a lot of tours of underground houses. This is quite crazy. I went looking for this, and there's a lot of them on YouTube. So if you want to see what an underground house looks like, they're all kinds. Some are nice, some are not so nice. So there you go. Well, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, everybody. Ready? Let's all stand up. We've got our flag right over here. So here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. So, so every day, because we don't get to have lunch at school, we do a, what we get to do is that we get to oh my gosh, how good morning. We have the Donuts on, good morning, and good morning, Oak Book with Lilies, good morning, good morning. So every day what we get to do is we get to, since we don't get to have lunch at school, we pull a lunch menu from the past, and we get to decide whether we think this is a good lunch or not. So today, our lunch is from 1901. It's from the Tampa Bay Hotel, because we all like to go to Florida. So this is what they were serving at the Tampa Bay Hotel today for lunch. They were serving smoked jowl with greens. So that's jowl, I guess, of a pig. A fillet of Spanish mackerel, and then reed birds on toast. So I'm not in at all. So there you go. I'm not going to have that. I do not want that for lunch. But usually most of the lunches I don't want. So there we go. So today we have some birthdays today. Oh my gosh, good morning. Oh my gosh, good morning. We have a good morning also from May and Jonah. Great to see you as well. So today we have 3 birthdays, and it's really exciting because it's rare that like we hit 3 birthdays of 3 people that like I'm missing incredibly all in the same day. But this is a tough one because these are 3 awesome people. So we have happy birthday to Lucas in Ms. Vargas's class. Happy birthday to Desi, also in Ms. Vargas's class. And oh my gosh, Lucas is on. Lucas, happy birthday. And happy birthday to Jaleel in Mr. Sardis' class. Oh my gosh, Jaleel, I miss you so much. Okay, so we have a fact of the day today. We have some, so our fact of the day is that human teeth are stronger than shark teeth. So if you're worried about getting bit, worry about getting bit by a person, I guess, is the problem there. I don't, so there we go. So today, I think you guys, Wendy and Maria, you're gonna really like this. So every Thursday at LCCS, and this is something that we do, this is done across the country, there's something called Positive Sign Thursday. And what Positive Sign Thursday is I always stand outside of LCCS and I hold up a sign that has a positive message so that it makes kids excited to come to school and just feel better when you come into school. So we've been doing it every Thursday, even though we've been virtual. So our sign today is, this is for us, we give, for Hudson Gives. So there we go. So that's our sign for today. So we definitely want to think about that because we all do give. And tonight we have a couple special LCCS events we have in relation to Hudson Gives because we have a family dance party at 5:30. And we have a family happy hour bingo at 8:30 with Harmonica Sunbeam, which we're very excited about. It's so much fun. So I hope everybody will be able to join us for that. It's going to be great. And we always close with a joke. So our joke of the day is, oh my gosh, and Camille is very excited about the events today. So that's great. And good morning to
Hey, Camille.
So we have a joke today. So our joke is, this is very good for the pre-K to 8 set. It never gets old for me. So what did one toilet say to the other? Do you know? You look flushed. There we go. So have a great day, LCCS. Everyone, please give the Hudson Gives, all the organizations that are part of Hudson Gives, they're giving so much. Please make sure to give to LCCS because we really appreciate the support. Thank you all. It was such an honor to be on today, and I really
absolutely. Do you have
great meeting you guys.
Do you have a few minutes to stay, Mr. Hogan?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Oh, excellent. So I thought we might have, because we do have a few minutes, a conversation about, how things have changed over the last 8 weeks and how have your students been adapting?
Well, I think that the thing that we did when we went to distance learning is we kind of went with a little bit of a different idea about distance learning versus some other schools because we wanted to take who we are and what makes being at our school special, being the core of what happens at distance learning, because our students come to LCCS to become change makers in their communities, but it is also a place where students we're their home away from home. And we wanted to also preserve both of those things. So as much as possible, the program is really, everything that we've done has been about establishing relationships. So the students are always seeing their teachers on pretty much every week. We see each other virtually through meetings and that kind of thing. There's been so many different we try to bring people together as much as possible, like by doing morning announcements, having little morning check-ins with classes, and people don't miss them. I was talking to a parent yesterday that said she had to do a really long drive somewhere and she had her daughter in the back seat watching the meeting with the class because their kid was not going to miss that. And that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, we even our music teacher, you've seen all those virtual choirs and stuff like that. She's putting together an entire spring concert this way. It's been amazing, And the other piece I would say is that what we've really tried to do is we've really tried to ground this in the community. So anytime that we work anytime that we've tried to go out and do something, we try to support a local business in Hudson County. So Harmonica Sunbeam worked at Word as the reader for them. And so we've reached out, we're working with Harmonica. We worked with Bang Cookies on a project. We worked with Alfalfa in Hoboken on a donut delivery. And so we've just really tried as much as we can to keep this, as much as we are very rooted in our communities, we're trying to do as much as possible in this experience as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And you guys are a member of the chamber, so I'm not surprised that you would also have this philosophy of working with the local business. And then I was about to say, as you were talking, it sounds very much like, it's all about building community, sustaining your community. I do have a clip from one of your music teachers. So if you would indulge me, I'd love to share this. This is a clip from Mr. Brown's May the 4th Be With You.
Oh, this is amazing.
So let us share this. When I saw this yesterday, I said, we absolutely have to play this.
Help me, LCCS. Help me, LCCS community. You're my only hope. There's a dark, invisible enemy confronting us as a community. Will we make it through? I know that you will rise to the occasion. Stay home, protect each other. It's always darkest before the dawn. We'll get through this. This virus will go away someday. Know the truth. Stay 6 feet away from each other. Be kind to each other. Love each other. Help each other. Together, we will beat this.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yay. Yay. That is fantastic. And when I saw that video, I thought, if I had to do school again, I would want to go to LCCS. So is that fairly typical of how you guys engage learners?
Yes. I would say 100%. I would say 100%. Yeah, we even have a teacher watching right now. Hey, shout out to Miss Silver who's watching us right now. So we have, this is what it's like all the time. Our students and our teachers have an incredibly close relationship, and the whole point of the school is to really encourage innovative practice that changes kids' lives.
Excellent, excellent. I love it. Awesome. I just want to say that if you guys are visiting the HudsonGives.org page and you go to the leaderboard, surprise, surprise, who's at the top of the leaderboard? But the
I wonder who that is.
Yes.
Charter school.
Well, we're also very competitive. That's another thing about us.
We did not pick up on that at all, Mr.
I know Jennifer used a couple of years now. I would never have guessed that you guys were competitive at all.
She just represents the entire parent, faculty, student body in terms of that competitive feeling.
We also, you know, our community is, you know, they're really, really connected to us. And I think that they feel really strongly about supporting the school. You know, and, you know, really kind of hell hath no fury like a PTO mom, because, you know, they get stuff done. I've already had, I think, probably 6 texts from our PTO. So they're on it because they get stuff done. You know, that's what you do. These parents, they work and they get stuff done. We have so many parents who do so much for the school too. We have, we probably have well over 150 volunteers for various things throughout the year, whether that be things within the school and outside of the school. You know, we were really disappointed this year because we couldn't do the Jersey City cleanup. You know, last year we had the most volunteers out of any organization in the city participating. We had more than 130 people show up that day. And that goes back to, you know, what Mr. Hogan said about community. And it becomes really clear that for our youngest students, their community is their little classroom. And then it goes beyond to the other classrooms, and then it goes to their neighborhood, and then it goes to their city and their world. And that's really, you know, incredibly important. And that's what we see all the time.
Well, as a former educator, I totally understand how important it is to connect students outside the classroom. And you're right, it has this sort of positive reinforcing effect. I'm sorry, Wendy, did you want to say something?
I just wanted to add 2 quick things. The community part. When I first met Miss Hughes, this was it was an idea of taking the kids on a tour of the culinary center and taking them through. That's where I first became familiar with LCCS, and everything about their community engagement, getting people in. I have seen over the years other people, you know, whether it's students or other teachers and faculty. And in terms of the engagement and the competitiveness, not only the text messages that you're getting from your parents, your board members. I just got one also from one of your great board members and a good friend, Neil Abadi.
Yeah, he's watching right now. Hi, Neil.
Hey, Neil. So it's people like him that that have definitely continued to connect everyone with the community as well. So I just wanted to share that. And Mr. Hogan, I wrote down a couple of different notes and things and I have homework now. Thank you. And I will absolutely be telling the joke of the day at least 5 times today.
Oh yeah. Well, it's on every day at 8. You can come on any day at 8 and hear a different one. So feel free.
I will be making a note on my calendar, 8:30 morning announcements with LCCS. Do you all have a goal for today in terms of fundraising?
24,000 for 24 hours.
All right, 24,000. You're almost at 10. So we're not even halfway through. I'm feeling really confident that you all will do this. I know you will do it because you have a strong community. You guys are staying strong. I love that you are here this morning. Thank you so, so much. By the way, Miss Hughes, I call her Jennifer, is on our steering committee at the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce Foundation, Hudson County Chamber Foundation, that runs and hosts HudsonGives. She's an important part of our steering committee. She does all my ghostwriting for me. But she's just fantastic. You guys are lucky to have both of you, you know, I mean, you guys are lucky. You have a great community. So thank you for coming on this morning. Good luck with your fundraising. I expect to see you on top of that leaderboard a good part of the day. I know how competitive you guys are. So
well, I think, but you know, we were going head to head with Miles Square Theater last year. So I feel like, you know, it's going to be another one, but it's going to be close.
It's going to be very tough this year. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. All right. See you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, great. So now we have a
break.
Yes, and then at 9 a.m. with Dawn Pascal.
Dawn Pascal, that's correct.
Fantastic. Okay.
Right, so what I'd like to do, because I haven't done this yet, I should really thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to go to my Hudson Gives screen and pull up the sponsor page. Give me a second.
Okay.
This is the best way for me to catch all the sponsors. All right, and then I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. All right. So we can also check in and see that we are, is that right? At 91. Let me just make sure this is the right number. 91,149.
Wow.
What did we start the day at? Do you remember? I can't even remember. It's just gone so much.
Just shy of 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gone up like 12,000 already.
Amazing.
In such a short period of time. Wow. All right. So we're going to scroll down to our sponsors because this event does not happen without the incredible support of our sponsors. So our top sponsor this year is our Titan sponsor, DTCC. That is Depository Trust Clearing Corporation. They are a Titan sponsor, and not only are they our Titan sponsor, but they are also asking their employees to engage and give today. And any employee that does give, they will match that gift. So they have a corporate matching gift program. So we're incredibly fortunate to have them as a sponsor. And they will be on later this afternoon at about 4:45.
Great.
We'll have some folks from DTCC talk about why they are so connected to their community. Next up, and I should say that DTCC sponsored last year, so this is our second year of working with them on this, and they are just wonderful, lovely folks. Also wonderful, and lovely are the Provident Bank Foundation and Provident Bank, but Provident Bank Foundation is our sponsor. The foundation does a lot of work to support organizations throughout the state, but also here in Hudson County where the Provident Bank was founded. And again, this is their second year supporting us. And they feel very strongly that this program in particular is a way for nonprofits to build their capacity. At the champion level, we have several sponsors: Fidelity Investments, Goldman Sachs, the Hoboken Business Center, Hudson County 2020 Census. Everyone, it's very important if you've got a census form sitting on your desk somewhere, your dining room table, your coffee table, it's in your pile of mail. Have you done yours?
Yes, I have.
It's so important because that is how funding gets distributed and disseminated and allocated at the federal level. And I think we all know during this crisis right now, federal dollars are really important. So, and the nonprofit community benefits from a lot of those dollars that are distributed to the states. So we need everybody to fill it out. I did mine a few weeks ago. So yeah, everybody should get that form out. Can you show that again, Wendy?
Yes, it looks like this. You may have gotten an envelope. I don't have the envelope, but it will come like this. It's really quick. It says that it takes 10 minutes. It's that, but you could submit it online on your laptop, on your mobile. Goes really quick. And if you don't fill it out, someone will come to your door and ask you to fill it out. But not only do we encourage you to fill it out for your own household, please ask everyone around your community to also fill it out. As Maria said, this is how we get counted. This is how we get funding. This is how we can support our first responders, our teachers, and really make sure that we are getting the money that we need for our community.
Excellent. I didn't know you could do it on your phone. Huh,
yeah, they have made it so easy.
Do you know what else you can do on your phone?
Tell us, Maria.
You can make a donation to HudsonGives.org. You can do it on your phone. It's really easy. So it doesn't matter where you are today. You could be in the shower. Don't do it while you're driving. I would not recommend that. But this year, Hudson Gives also has a connection to mobile pay. So if you use Apple Pay or some other type of mobile payment feature on your phone, it's super easy. So send a form, donation. You need to get both things done today. Booster sponsors are Harrison Rand, Hudson County Chamber of Commerce, Investors Foundation, and me, because I put my money where my mouth is.
Thank you
And
for that, Maria.
And new this year is Tap Into Jersey City, a media outlet that is obviously covering the local community. So they are our booster sponsors. We thank all of them. And then prize patrons, Hornblower Cruises and Events. They are actually a supporter of some prizes that we're giving out this morning. I haven't picked the winners yet. I'm trying to work with GiveGab, our technology sponsor, to pick winners of an overnight prize, which is a dinner cruise on the Spirit of New Jersey. So we'll see who the winner is. And then Nelson and Ward Company, they're an insurance company, longtime member of the chamber. They're back as a sponsor as well. And then we have a media sponsorship with Biz Republic. So thank you, Biz Republic, and all of our other sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. Our sponsors help to not only provide the funding we need for the technology that we're using today, but also for the marketing we do for this campaign, and as well, basically the prize pool. And we have a $14,000 prize pool that we're giving away. We've already given away $1,000 this morning. The winners of those prizes were, let's see, on the large organization side, Peace Care and Partners in Prevention for having the most donors between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. And then Mile Square Theater won the prize for small organization between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m., most donors. So I also want to scroll down because this is a new feature of our site this year. And I'm really loving this. I don't know if people are checking this out, but this is our tag board, and you get to see Instagram posts and tweets whenever somebody uses the hashtag. And I just love that it's gone viral, and everybody's just using the logo and putting it out there and making their case for why they're raising funds. So it's exciting.
And I think one of the points that you made with the kickoff we had last week and last night, when you're giving locally, we can make those donations more impactful. So your support today will help a lot of the organizations that have been struggling with this pandemic, and just supporting the causes that you feel most importantly about, but also all of these organizations are committed to our Hudson County communities. So you can feel even better about your donation, knowing that it's helping support organizations that are helping others.
That's right, and that is such an important point that you make. And as well, when you give on HudsonGives.org, the monies that are being raised and your dollars are going straight to the organization. So at the Chamber Foundation, what we've provided is this technology platform, but the money does not flow through us to the organizations. It goes straight to the organizations. So when you pay with that credit card, it's literally hitting their bank account within 24, I believe 48 hours actually. So if you're making a donation, you also have the option to pay for the fees, the transaction fees, which of course makes the donation really highly, what's the word? It just makes it a very cost effective for the organization to fundraise this way. So, so I just want to let everybody know that they can rest assured that if an organization is donatable today on Hudson Gives, the money is going straight to that organization. And I also want to say, we have apparently this has never happened before with a GiveGab. GiveGab is our partner, they're our technology partner. They're a company based out of Ithaca, New York. There are a few companies in the country that do this type of, or provide this type of platform. We did 2 years ago a pretty extensive search to find the best partner. And GiveGab was by far the best partner. They are fantastic. I'm in touch right now with our project manager. So if there's ever any glitch, she's there. We've been working together since December. We check in weekly. They are just fantastic to have. And they tell us that we are the only chamber of commerce that they've ever worked with to do this type of work, because most of the times chambers don't do this. And then the other thing is that, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, they tell us that it's highly unusual to have 100% of the organizations that sign up for a giving day be donatable. Like they've never, like it's unheard of. And today we have 100% of our organizations donatable. So kudos to everybody here who's raising money, and I hope everybody does make money today.
That's awesome. I got a message from someone with Project Cheer who's watching right now. So they're looking forward to seeing us share that video as well.
Yes, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Should we, let's see, it's 8:56. I think we have somebody in the waiting room. Let's admit that person. Is that, hello. Is Susan back?
Maybe it's Susan and Dawn?
Susan? Oh, no, I think it's Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Hello. We're gonna be getting started with our, I'm gonna stop my share here and then pull up our wonderful, hold on, let me find my.
Okay, while Maria is doing that, one more reminder. Well, we did talk about all of the donations. There are also some prizes because we want to encourage some fun also with this giving day. So there are some prizes. There's some really exciting moments that we're going to have at 201, representing our 201 area code, where any donations that happen during those 60 seconds will be matched up to $25. And we will be doing that again at 551 representing our 551 area code. And there are some other prizes. I encourage you to look at the schedule that we have, and also for the pets, you can submit pictures of your pets, although we saw some really cute ones between yesterday and so far, but you can upload pictures of your furry baby, your fur baby, up until 12 noon, and we will make the announcement at 4 p.m. and the winner gets $100 to go to the organization of their choice.
Yes.
Great way to get someone else in the family, your fur baby, involved.
Yes, awesome. Sorry, I'm just writing a note. I got a note from our board chair, Philip McGovern. He's the chair of the board of Hudson County Chamber of Commerce. He tells me he just made a $500 donation to the Jersey City Medical Center Foundation, which of course is one of those nonprofits that's been on the front lines. So I wanted to thank him and then of course ask him to ask the other board members as well to get involved. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen so we can do a proper introduction of our next guests. Let me see. Oh, you were just talking about the pet prize, the pet parade prize, yes?
Yes,
I want to see if I can pull up. I made a special slide just for this other prize we're doing. So let me just do this.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did want to talk about the Burks and Fauci.
All right. So after we did this last night, and when you talked about it, I was reminded to go get a screenshot. So listen up, Hudson County. I believe between now, it's on our Facebook page, between now and, let me go see if I can find it. Between now and, I forget, sometime this morning, I think it's like 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. You make a donation of at least $50, you'll be entered into a raffle to win a set of bobblehead dolls. And the set of bobblehead dolls we're talking about is a Dr. Fauci and a Dr. Burks bobblehead set. So you get the set. And these are from the official National Bobblehead Hall of Fame Museum.
Who knew there was a thing?
Who knew? Who knew? But now you do. These dolls are on pre-order. That's why I've given you the screenshot. They will not arrive until July. But I don't know. They're pretty cool. And if
they are
win
so
some
cool.
bobbleheads, I would absolutely do it. So
and I believe that we determined donations that were made starting at 11, between 11 and 12 noon, then we would announce the winner at 12:15.
Right.
And to reemphasize, besides the fact that they are awesome bobbleheads, you get a Dr. Burks and a Dr. Fauci. So 2 winners get the set of those awesome bobbleheads. So 11 o'clock, set your timer, donations between 11 and 12, we'll randomize it and announce the winner at 12:15.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for getting that info for me. We are literally like doing like multiple things here as we live cast, and this is brand new to us. So far it's working out really well. And so on that note, I see she is all set up in her kitchen. I want to give out a special welcome to our next guest. We are, see these are little glitches that I knew would happen. There we go.
Hey.
We are baking with Home Sweet Home at home. And our host for this baking session is Dawn Pascal. She is owner and founder of Home Sweet Home with their storefront in Cliffside Park, right? Cliffside Park, New Jersey. And she also does deliveries, she does wholesales. I'll let Dawn explain. Actually, I'm going to turn it over to her. Dawn, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for this demo. I'm going to pull up really quickly your banana bread when you're ready to get started, but take it away.
Okay, hi everybody. Can you see me?
Yes, absolutely. And we can hear you.
All right, great. So the only thing that I see is I see the frozen instead of, hang on, sorry, the magic of television.
Do you want me, I've got the recipe up. Do you want me to leave that up there for you?
Or you can switch to my view.
Okay. I will stop my share.
Okay, and then we'll go to, and then I'll make sure that I shout out the recipe. So
there you go.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. I know I'm still feeling the high from the AM High kickoff celebration that just happened a little while ago with Celebrate Life Susan and DJ Cherish the Love. Please make sure you join them weekly starting next Wednesday at 7 a.m. For more information, go to amhighparty.com. On this special day of giving, I am super excited to bring you our next segment, which is Baking Live with Home Sweet Home at home. So I'm Dawn Pascal, as Maria Nieves said, and I'm the owner of Home Sweet Home. We are a 100% vegan and gluten-free specialty bakery located in Cliffside Park. I am also the general manager for the Hoboken chapter under the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce. So I want to give a special thank you to Maria Nieves, the chamber colleagues, everybody who has volunteered and helped, the nonprofits, all of the vendors, etc., in orchestrating this monumental day of giving. And I am so excited to be here. Hudson County holds a very special place in my heart. I was a Hoboken resident for almost 19 years. And it was also the town that helped me launch my business 7 years ago. So Hudson County gave me so much, I'm giving back to Hudson County, so let's get baking. Today, we are going to make our vegan gluten-free banana bread recipe. I have modified the recipe for ease of home baking. So as Maria said, she has provided the recipe, but I'm also going to go through all the ingredients as well now. One thing to note, which is very important, this recipe, as all of the products that we make at Home Sweet Home, the basis is this non-dairy butter. So this is our in-house butter that we make. It is all coconut based. There is no soy, there's no palm oil, there are no nuts. So this really is the driving factor, especially to the recipe today, but to all of the products that we do make at Home Sweet Home. So let's start. The recipe goes like this. You take your butter and sugar and what we're going to call our egg substitute, which today happens to be a chia egg. You could also use flax egg. You could also use an egg replacer. We try not to use any egg replacers or any other types of products that are overly processed. So we go in the direction of cleaner, more, plant-based natural products. So for this recipe, because we are adding flaxseed, I decided to make a chia egg. Chia egg is really easy to make. Just note this in your little recipe card or piece of paper that you have handy as you're writing down the recipe, that a chia egg or a flax egg, 1/4 cup, is equivalent to 1 egg. So for this recipe, there is 1 egg or 1/4 cup of chia egg that we're going to make. And how you make chia egg or flax egg is you ground up chia seed or you ground up flax seeds, and it's a 3-to-1 ratio. So if you wanted to do a third of a cup of the ground chia or the ground flax, you're gonna mix it with 1 cup of water. And then from there, you measure out the 1/4 of a cup, okay? So let's start. So we're gonna start with 2 ounces or 1/4 of a cup of our butter. This is what the butter looks like. I'm gonna throw that in our mixer. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay, and let's get that going. Can you still hear me well? The mix is too loud? Good, okay. So once you start to get the sugar and the butter incorporated, then we're going to add our egg. So this is what the chia gel looks like. You can see it's got a very sort of pudding-like consistency to it. So this is a 1/4 of a cup of the chia egg.
Dawn, can I ask a question while you do that?
Say that again, I'm sorry?
Can I ask a question? Can you hear me? Is it hard to find the gluten-free flour right now? I hear there's a run on flour products.
So what we did, what I did prior to all of this happening, as I started to see that, you know, my business was being impacted, all of my wholesalers, right, all of my retail partners and throughout Hudson County and throughout the other counties and even into New York and Kings County, I actually started to stock up on the flour and sugar and a lot of the products just to make sure that there wasn't going to be any kind of shortage and that I could still provide products once we slowly started to open. So for me, I just really took all of the ingredients from the shop itself. I have also heard that yeah, there's a little bit of a shortage going on right now. If people are trying to buy it in the retail pack size, right?
People are baking, I suppose, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? So once we started to have our butter and our chia egg and our sugar come together, we're going to add 3 very large bananas. If you don't have very large bananas, you can use 4 medium-sized bananas. You can use 5 medium to small-sized bananas. Don't worry, don't fret. I'm trying to give you other options. Use as many bananas as you would like. It's not going to harm the recipe. So now we're going to incorporate our bananas. Okay, so once we have that all incorporated, now I'm going to slowly start to add the dry ingredients. Now, you can add chocolate chips, which is what the recipe calls for. You can add walnuts, which is what this recipe also calls for. If you don't like walnuts and you want to add pecans, that's totally fine.
Is it pecans or pecans?
Well, you know, there's actually 4 ways of saying it, you know, so pecan, pecan. So who knows?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I say walnut, which is so much easier to say. So
I love chocolate chips, by the way. I don't think I've ever had banana bread with chocolate chips in it, actually.
So what we do is we do a couple of variations at the shop. We add pumpkin puree, we add butternut squash puree. You know, you can also add a little bit of non-dairy yogurt if you wanted to. Chocolate chips. Again, you know, we're vegan, right? And also gluten-free. So I try not to use any products that would have been made with corn syrup. You know, some of the peanut butter chips that are out there are really not, they're not vegan and they're not great quality. That's no knock to the product that's out there. It's just we choose not to use it. You know, you could drop a little almond butter in here if you wanted to. There's so many things. I think banana bread is so versatile and the bananas are so hearty and binding that it's really, your bread's totally gonna stay together. All right, so now that we have all of our wet, I'm gonna slowly start to add our dry. So this is 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour blend. This is Bob's Red Mill. This is his all-purpose gluten-free blend. This is the legume-based flour. He has a rice-based flour, he has a paleo flour. It really depends on whether or not you have any sensitivities. We find that for banana bread, the gluten-free all-purpose blend, which is the bean-based, legume-based flour, works the best, which is the majority of the flour that we use for all of our products anyway. We try not to use rice-based. Rice is very high glycemic, and we only really leave those things sometimes to maybe like a pie crust for our pies for Thanksgiving and our galettes and other things that we do, little hand pies. Comes out a little bit flakier, but this works really nicely for a banana bread. So I just added the 1.5 cups of the all-purpose gluten-free flour blend. This is 1/4 cup of golden flaxseed. Get all of that in there. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's blend that all together. Now at this point, it's up to you. You want to continue to follow the recipe, that's great. I will add a cup of dark chocolate morsels. This brand happens to be Enjoy Life. This is Enjoy Life dark morsels, not the semi-sweet ones. I find the dark ones work best. It's really what we use even in our chocolate chip cookies and other products that we make that have a chocolate chip. So I find that this works really nice because it doesn't add any more sweetness other than the natural sweetness of the banana and the little bit of sugar that we use. So I'm going to add 1 cup of chocolate chips. And this is 1 cup of walnuts. I'm going to stop. I'm going to scrape down the sides. To always make sure that everything is well incorporated and that you don't have any butter or flour stuck to the bottom or stuck to the paddle of your mixer. If you have a hand mixer, that's totally fine too. If you have really strong arms, you can mix it by hand. I've chosen not to do that this morning. I've chosen to use my KitchenAid.
Do you recommend?
We'll make sure that it gets all incorporated and blended.
But do you recommend? I mean, is that really the better way to go with one of those mixers? I don't have one. I've always thought, would it be a good investment? I suppose if you bake a lot, yes.
Yeah, you know what? And it's a pretty item to have in the kitchen. I have 6, but that's just me. I use them at the shop. We also use the smaller ones like this at the shop as well when we have smaller batches of things that we want to make. I also have a 20 quart at the shop, obviously, when you want to make things in larger batches. But this works really nicely. It eases the arm. It eases with the arm, issue when you're trying to like not rotate your shoulder out of your socket and you're trying to blend things. So much easier to have the machine.
That's a helpful thing to do. Not
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now that that's completely incorporated, what we would do is you can use your loaf pan. If you have a 9 by 13 quarter size sheet pan that's about 2 inches high, that'll work as well. If you have like a 9 by 9 or an 8 by 8 square pan, that would work as well. Again, this is not to stress everybody out that you need to actually buy a loaf pan like this. Whatever pan you have will totally work. Just make sure that you spray it liberally. We're going to spray it liberally with the coconut oil spray. That's what we use. So we're going to take this out of the mixer, spray the pan. Now, if you had parchment paper and you didn't have spray, I mean, I would always suggest that you spray the pan just to make sure, but if you had parchment paper and you wanted to create a little liner inside, which would help and be easier to lift the bread out of the pan, you can do that as well. So now that our pan is sprayed liberally, we're going to put the batter. This is what it looks like. Everybody can sort of kind of see that. And again, we modified this recipe for ease of home baking to make it a little bit easier for you and have kind of pantry, hopefully pantry ready items that you would have at home, you know, as we're all sort of going through this crisis and you know, sort of new state of the world right now together. Wanted to make this easy for everybody to be able to make this at home. So let me dump that in the sink. And now we're going to pour this into our pan. Now, if you had mini loaf pans, by all means, you can do that. It would yield, I'm almost positive it would be 4 little mini loaves or 3 very big, high, chunky ones. You can use that. You can use the loaf pan. You can use a square baking pan.
By the way, since I thought I would share that I've been getting emails from Eileen Lynch. Do you know Eileen? She's with the Hoboken Historical Museum. They are one of the organizations raising money today. And anyway, she thought we might have been up all night, but I assured her that we did get some sleep. She's been watching the live stream, and she says that she's watching your cooking demo, and she thinks you should have your own show. I agree.
Thank you. I think I should too. So thank you.
Shout out to Hoboken Historical Museum, Eileen Lynch. They're one of the organizations raising money. So please give. Yeah,
no, that's wonderful. And thank you for that. I mean, look, I have spent pretty much the majority of my life since I was 5 years old wanting to do this, right? Wanting to cook, wanting to bake. My life brought me in a different direction to begin with. And I did work in HR for 25 years until 2013, again, living in Hoboken, and said, okay, that world let me go. Let me now pursue the world that I always wanted to be in. So again, I thank Hudson County and I thank Hoboken, especially specifically for being so supportive. The other small business owners in town who, really partnered with me and allowed me to sell my products through them, to all of the folks at, shout out to the Pilsner House Beer Garden, who took a chance on me and let me rent their kitchen downstairs so I can actually start my business from a real commercial kitchen space. So there's a lot behind the story of how I started, and there's really so many people in Hoboken that I really need to thank who pretty much brought me where I am today, in my own shop in Cliffside Park. Yes, I am in Bergen County, but like I said, I still hold a very special place in my heart for Hudson County and specifically Hoboken. So this is what your banana bread will look like in the loaf pan. You would have preheated your oven already to 325. If you have, if you're fortunate enough to have some new, technology, additional features on your oven, and you have a convection oven at home, even better. If you don't worry about it. I would say set your oven at 325. I like to cook the banana bread low and slow until you cook it probably about 90% through, and then I turn it up for the last 20 minutes to 350 so you can get a nice golden brown color. So how are we on time, Maria? Are we good?
We have 10 minutes. Is that
okay? So
I'm gonna I need to take a little break. I will be right back.
Okay.
You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All righty.
All right. So you would have had your oven preheated to 325. You're going to put your banana bread in the oven, bake it for 40 minutes to start. You can check every 10 to 15 minutes and rotate the pan just to make sure, in case you have any hot spots. Obviously, everybody knows their ovens better and know how they cook. evenly or not evenly. Turn on the convection if you have that ability, that would be great. And then after about 40 minutes, you can test it with a cake tester along the way. Turn up your oven to 350 and cook it for another 20 minutes. So it's just about an hour-long recipe, an hour-long bake, I should say, to cook this recipe. And then through the wonderful magic of technology, we have a baked one already. So I'm going to take this out of the pan and
Dawn,
show,
that looks fantastic.
and show everybody. I wish you guys were here with me, because we have a lot of banana bread right now. This is what the loaf looks like. I'll give a slice. I'll cut it in the middle so you can see how it looks.
Ooh,
So once you take it out of the oven, you want to let it cool in the pan for at least a good 10 to 15 minutes. And then if you have a cooling rack, very carefully using gloves, please nobody burn themselves. My hands at this point are like, I have like silicone fingertips, so nothing really bothers me anymore. So you just, you know, take your banana bread out of the loaf pan, sit it on your cooling rack, and really let it cool very well, at least, you know, half hour plus more. You want to make sure that you don't really slice and or try any of the baked goods or any of the products that you make at home too soon, because what will happen is it won't allow for the moisture to come back in the product, and it might taste a little dry when you first, you know, and then of course you don't want to burn yourself either. So this is what the banana bread looks like on the inside. You can see that. So this we made with, again, the chocolate chips and the walnuts. And that's it. You can probably get about anywhere from 10 nice chunkier slices to, like, you know, 12 slices for this loaf, for this recipe in a regular size loaf pan. I would suggest that if you don't devour it all in one sitting, which does happen a lot, that you can pre-slice it, and I would individually wrap each of those slices, and then you can put them in a freezer bag, double zip, lock, and stick it in the freezer. If you felt like you wanted to build yourself a little baking inventory that you wanted to snack on later in the freezer. If not, you can store it in an airtight container. Because this has banana in it, I would really keep it in the fridge. If you think you're gonna eat it in a day, you can store it in an airtight container. You can leave it out in a cool place in your kitchen. But that's it. So that's our at-home baking.
And tell us your website again, Dawn.
Yes, thank you for that, Wendy. So if anybody's interested in purchasing our butter, you can check out our website. It's om-sweethome.com. So that's om-sweethome.com. And you can find out a little bit more about our bakery, also about our products. Right now, we currently offer shipping of the butter in 2 different options: 4 packs of butter, which is 2 pounds, or 8 packs of butter, which is 4 pounds of butter. And those can be shipped to you. We also have another tab that allows you to place orders online. You place an order online, that's for pickup only. So we're slowly starting to get our business and our bakery back open again in offering takeout only prepaid orders. You can order between Monday and Thursday every single week, and the pickup then is Friday and Saturday. So you've got 2 options: online order that you're going to pick up yourself, or you can place an order for the butter to be shipped to you at home.
That's wonderful. And something else I do want to add about Dawn and Home Sweet Home, in addition to the fabulous time that you gave today in the demo, Dawn has been a friend of the Chamber for a number of years, and you alluded to how you started out and your ties to Hoboken. But it is a story of the small businesses that we have seen grow with the Chamber, and specifically Dawn's involvement with the Chamber. Many of you may have seen or sampled some of the different things that Dawn has made at different events that the Chamber has had. So in addition to being here today, she has supported a number of times in the past, as well as her products. And as a small business and a woman-owned business, we are so happy to see you continue to grow and look forward to, as you slowly reopen, as many of the small businesses do, that we can support you through the chamber as well.
Thank you, Wendy. That was really wonderful and very sweet of you to say. But thank you to all of you. You know, if you didn't give us the platform, if Hoboken didn't give me the opportunity, if the chamber hadn't been so supportive, I really wouldn't have been here today. So anything that I can do to give back, again, you know, Hoboken and Hudson County hold a very special place in my heart. So on this really, you know, monumental day of giving, I'm so happy that I can do my little part in bringing all of you something sweet with, you know, our banana bread recipe. So again, thank you, Maria, for really your Herculean effort in pulling all of this together. This is just absolutely amazing. Wendy, to you and everybody else, the AM High Party this morning, which was just like, you know, absolutely fabulous as well. And everybody who joined us on live stream or through Zoom now. Eileen, thank you again for, you know, your shout out that I should have my own show. I agree with you. Thank you very much. That happens too. So happy baking, everybody. If anybody has any questions, again, please feel free to visit us at own-sweethome.com. Drop us an email, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.
Thank you so much, Dawn.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
I need to get one of these loaves. Can I combine that?
You. I'm gonna wrap it.
Okay, good, because I love, thank you. I have to have it now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I probably won't be able to move from this seat, so I'm gonna be starving real soon.
Curbside delivery.
Yeah. And everybody watching, we are at more than, wait for it, 100,000.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you. Woo! That is wonderful.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you so much, Dawn. Great news with some sweet bread to have. And before you do go, I do want to also just sort of pick out or sort of amplify something you said earlier, which is that, you know, none of us do this alone, even business owners, even small business owners. It really does take an ecosystem to have a successful local economy. And so anybody who thinks that someone who starts a business, whatever that business is, and that they're doing it all by themselves, they're not. They're doing it with the support of a lot of people in their lives and in their community. So, you know, just thank you for that, because I think that that's a message that's really important. And, you know, one of the reasons why we do Hudson Gives, I'm sure a lot of people might ask, why does the Chamber of Commerce do a Hudson Gives? It's a giving days for nonprofits. Well, nonprofits are businesses too, and they're an important part of our ecosystem. So we need to support them. I know you and I have talked a lot about how do we then pivot and start to do some support for small businesses in the area, and we hope to be rolling out something soon, real soon. So
yes,
more to come, onward. All right, thank you so very much. We're going to say goodbye to Dawn. I'm going to pull up my screen and share the recipe so that if you want to see that one more time, you can do that. And let's see if this will work. There we go.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Dawn. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Dawn.
All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to wait. We have like a minute. Oh, it's 9:30 already. Can you believe it, Wendy? We've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. I feel like this is a continuation since we've been on, you know, like at midnight. And we're just gonna keep this going.
What time did you finally, did you get sleep last night? I finally sort of nodded off at like 2 o'clock. I was so, what's the word? I was so amped up, if you will.
Yes, I pretty much the same. I played a little bit more music since Cherish the Love and her music selection. It really felt like a dance party. Watched a little bit of TV and probably took it down around 2 a.m.
All right.
So about the same.
Well, Michelle, you're on already, so we can get started. And I see that Alicia, Sophia, and Richie, are they part of Project Cheer Up? You're on mute. I'm going to take you off mute.
Yes, they are part of Project Cheer Up.
So I'm going to let them in.
Good.
Because otherwise they'll end up waiting like.
Now let them in.
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Give a wave if you can hear us. Yay, all right. All right, so you can unmute yourselves, and I think there were a couple people joining. Welcome to Hudson Gives in our live stream. My name is Maria Nieves. I'm President and CEO of the Chamber, so welcome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch our slides up. We just had our baking session with Home Sweet Home, so let me figure out how to do this actually. Michelle, I have your nonprofit spotlight all geared up, so we can just
thank you.
And then I do have a video that I'd love to share. It's a video that was in your email blast that I got yesterday.
Oh,
heroes, the superheroes.
Yes. Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Yes.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to, well, let me just say a few words. So Michelle Mount is with Peace Care, and I'll let you explain your role in a second. And then we are also joined by Sophia and Kenzie with Project Cheer Up. So we're going to first talk with Michelle at Peace Care, and then we're going to move into a conversation with Project Cheer Up, which is going to be really exciting. Michelle, you are a member of our steering committee for Hudson Gives, Peace Care, Hudson Gives, and you've been very, very supportive, and you helped facilitate a cheergram that we're going to talk about that Project Cheer Up did for us, which I almost started crying when I watched it yesterday for the first time.
Oh, I cried. So, I cried, definitely.
I was like, oh my gosh. Michelle, thank you so much for being part of our steering committee and for lending thought leadership to bringing Hudson Gives to fruition 2 years in a row now. I'm going to turn it over to you, but first, if you would, go ahead and introduce yourselves and let folks know about a little bit about Peace Care and what you do there.
Thank you, Maria. And it truly is an honor to be a part of the Hudson Gives Steering Committee. And I have to tell you, thank you for your leadership, because this was your vision. It was a vision before I started with Peace Care, and been involved with you for over a year, and it's just been a tremendous ride. And your leadership guides this. The $100,000 that we've raised so far, we know that it's going to be a lot more as the day goes on, but thank you. And Peace Care is just really happy to be a part of it. Peace Care is a nonprofit healthcare system, if you will, organization that consists of Peace Care St. Anne's in Greenville, formerly known as St. Anne's Home for the Aged, and then Peace Care St. Joseph's, which was originally the St. Joseph's Home for the Blind, and then it became the Margaret Anna Cusack Care Center. And now a couple of years ago, we're under the umbrella of Peace Care, which is a sponsorship of the Sisters of St. Joseph of Peace. And it's really, it's a wonderful place where we provide subacute and long-term care for really our most vulnerable citizens. And they're phenomenal. Everyone who has come into Peace Care, I've been working with them for about 15 months now, and everyone that I have encountered in Hudson County, particularly at the Chamber, always shares with me that they've always had a family member or a loved one or a friend who has had care, either from St. Anne's or St. Joseph's over the years. And it's remarkable, and it fuels what I do as the Director of Development and Community Relations. So on behalf of our residents, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has already donated. We are closing in on $1,000, which might not seem a lot, but it's a lot for us because our social media presence is not, a little different from the arts and from the schools where little old fashioned, but that's okay. So the exposure and the funds that we're raising today, it's going to provide, as I like to say, the little extras for our residents that Medicare and Medicaid don't cover. And many of our residents don't have a lot of money. 70% are receiving Medicaid. So this funding really goes a long way. And I don't have to tell everyone the COVID crisis has impacted everyone, but it's really impacted us. From the biggest standpoint is since March 13th, we haven't had visitors. We haven't been able to have visitors. So our residents are lonely. They have each other, but add social distancing practices. And we've had to get very creative with coming up with activities and just keeping our residents mentally, emotionally, and physically connected and stimulated. So one of the things that we did early on was that we were able to secure iPads, and we started what we called virtual hugs, so that we enabled our residents to connect with their family members and their friends and their loved ones to just say hello and to have that interaction. And one of the other things that we're finding, and that program, I'm happy to say, is here to stay, regardless of whatever happens, because it's been successful. But some of our residents don't have TVs in their own room. So one of the things that we're raising money for today is so that we could provide the funds. We could raise the funds to provide televisions for every resident so that they can handle their own personal programming. We'll be able to live stream mass in their rooms. Daily mass is something that's very important as a Catholic healthcare organization, and our residents miss that. And that's something that they haven't had in a couple of months, and that's really important. So, if anyone has $5 or $10 to spare and help us raise money for televisions, Echo Dots, so that they could play music on demand. We saw this morning how important that music and provides energy. So anything that you can give, we'd greatly appreciate it. But
I just gave a donation, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Of course I did.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes,
You're
we won the early morning prize. So we had and I think we did last year too. We have the most donors between midnight and 6 a.m., which is phenomenal. And then we have our eye on that late day prize too, between 9 and midnight. So
don't forget the match minute.
Yes, no, we are on the match minute. So we're really moving forward and trying to get to make this happen. And that's what we do. And I can't say enough about, you mentioned the video, and I'm very happy to show it, but I can't say enough about our Peace Care Heroes, as we're calling them. And that's staff that come to work every day, making the sacrifice of working many longer hours and having to adapt in ways that we never even dreamed possible. So, the staff is amazing. They're family. Our residents are our family, and our staff truly are Peace Care Heroes. If you want to show the video now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me do that right now. I've got it all queued up. So let's go to it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Michelle, that is amazing. That's a great, wow.
Yeah,
that is a
thank you. It
wonderful-
gets me every time. And I want to give a shout out to Darrell Murray and to Michelle Roche, who really were spearheaded putting that video together, and to our staff who really took time out of their regular work to star in the video. But those messages are real messages that we've really upped our social media game. That's how we're really trying to allow our residents and their family members, or their family members, to stay connected with the residents. So we post as many photos and videos as we possibly can so that they can see what's happening. And the messages that are left, I mean, you read them, they're so heartfelt. And we have posters throughout the centers, throughout both St. Anne's and St. Joseph's, to remind our staff how amazing they really are and to lift them up on some of their tougher days. So thank you. Yeah, between that video and the Project Cheer Up video, they're a little emotional. So
No, I don't cry very often. Well, I do cry for movies and stuff like that, but you know, you got to have some.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and Maria, Wendy, for this opportunity to talk about Peace Care and share what we are. I think, Maria, last year at one of the chamber meetings, I stood up and I said, raising money for senior care isn't sexy, and that's true. We can't compete with the, you know, I can't compete with kids and puppies and bread baking, but these people have lived a long life. They have made tremendous impact on the Hudson County community and in the world. So if you can spare a few dollars, please help us to allow us to fulfill our mission of providing care with dignity for the healing of the whole person. So thank you.
No, thank you, and to everyone at Peace Care who I haven't been able to see in a while. Please do send my deepest regards, and
I will.
I hope that everybody there stays safe. And I think we all know through this crisis that you know, seniors have been especially hard hit with this pandemic, and you are so right. I'm particularly proud of the fact that states like New York and New Jersey have, you know, have shut down their economies because they are looking out and trying to do the best that they can for everyone who is vulnerable to this virus, but particularly seniors. And it's tough, and we need to honor the value that they've provided to all of us, because we are inheriting the world that they gave us, and you know, we need to remember that. So thank you so much for all the work you've done.
No, thank you. And I also wanted to let Dawn know, I would be remiss, I was so impressed with her baking demonstration that if she wants to try out her show, which she totally deserves, as soon as we open up, she can come give demonstrations to our residents, because I think that would be, they would really enjoy it. So
I'm gonna write that down, Michelle. I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget. And Peace Care. That's all I need to write down, because I'll remember what that means. All right.
And we look forward to welcoming everyone, and we're excited to announce that now that the weather has finally gotten better, we're going to start some garden visits, so that with socially distanced, that we have gardens that family members can come to, and the residents can be inside, but they'll be able to at least, they might not be able to touch, but at least they'll be able to see each other, and they can continue their virtual hugs with the iPads. And
cool.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got connected to Project Cheer Up. This is a perfect segue.
Yeah, it is. And you know what's perfect about this is that it's the young and the old, right? It's we have the youth that are picking up and cheering up the world. Truly, they are. I actually know Mackenzie Jennings and her family forever. Our families are very close. And when I first heard about this, I connected and said, okay, what can we do? How could we help get the word out? And I am so blown away by this project that has turned into a movement, and how they have really expanded this and have continued to add and add and add, that cheerleaders they're very competitive cheerleaders. I mean, the cheer competitions are renowned for their competitiveness, but they saw a movement, a moment that they said, no, we can do what we do best, and that's cheer up. And they're collaborating instead of competing. And I am so proud of them. I'm so proud to just have like a very, very little tiny thing to do with what they're doing. And it's fueled by these 4 girls who started it. So I will turn it over to you to talk to Alyssa, Sophie, Ava, and Mackenzie. You guys, I just want to say you are rock stars, and I am so proud of you. And let's continue to cheer up and thank the world.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, Michelle. Thank you for that. That was a wonderful introduction. I don't have to do anything. I want to welcome Project Cheer Up to Hudson Gives. Woohoo! Thank you so much for joining us today, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Should we show the video, the cheergram?
I think it's video time.
Yes. All right. If you haven't seen this, all right, watch out, because this is like super cool. Let me do this. I'm going to find the video. Oh, I have the video queued up already. All right, so I'm going to share my screen.
Get ready, because this is Project Cheer Up. Project Cheer Up was created to cheer up, cheer on, and cheer for great people like you during the COVID-19 crisis. And since you supported Hudson County's nonprofits and contributing to being a great place to live, work, and play, Project Cheer Up cheers for you too. And no dream is too extreme.
Thank you for proving what it means to be part of a team.
On behalf of the hashtag HudsonGives, we say thank you to your donation. We leave no nonprofit behind.
For more information, visit HudsonGives.org, and we invite you to Project Cheer Up 2020 on Facebook and Instagram to see what the Cheer Up team is up to.
Let's cheer up the world. Cheer up the world.
Be here, forget. One community at a time.
Cheerleaders united to say thank you. Thank you again for your generous donation to Hudson Gives. When teams work together, big things happen. Thank you for donating to Hudson Gives.
All right. Oh my gosh, that is tremendous. So I'm gonna just basically jump right in here. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much. I want you to know that that cheergram is going out to every donor today. What we've done is embedded the video into a receipt that gets emailed to everyone, and they can see the video, they can click on it, and they get that thank you for donating. So we've done that, and then we're also going to post that to our Facebook page later today. So thank you for that. That literally started to make me cry yesterday when I watched it for the first time. So who wants to get started? How did you all come up with Project Cheer Up?
So Project Cheer Up had gotten started because our competition cheer season had gotten canceled because of the coronavirus. So we didn't want to just stay home and like watch other people suffer. So we decided to use what we know best, which is cheering people on and cheering people up, and using our skills to make these videos to send to our family and friends. And now it's across the country, and now we're sending them to different states and different people across New Jersey. So it really just happened really fast, and we're really excited to see where it goes next.
So you're Mackenzie Jennings. Where do you go to school, Mackenzie?
Cedar Grove High School.
Okay, cool. So you all know each other from having cheered together?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us, we'll go to Ava, Sophia, and Alicia. And I hope I'm saying your names right, but correct me if I'm not. What schools do you all go to?
We all go to Cedar Grove High School.
Oh, you all do? Okay,
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. So how many cheergrams have you done so far?
I think we've done too many to count. We send out like a lot a day.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite that you've done? It's okay to, I don't know if you want to share, but.
Well, I really enjoyed the HudsonGives one that we just did, but I like sending out cheergrams to people for their birthdays because it's always fun. And I like sending them out to people who just need some cheering up just to raise their spirits. So, yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize how cheerleading is really a sport. So you mentioned that you're, and I hadn't even thought about it, but with no sports, there's no cheerleading. So on average, like during a normal school year, Sophia, can you tell us how many hours a week do you practice? Do you work out to get ready?
So normally for high school cheer, we do about 2 or 3 days a week of practicing right after school. So it's a lot put into our cheerleading.
Right. And so are you getting the same, are you doing the same workouts now at home?
Yeah, we all try and stay in shape because our comp season got ended because of coronavirus. So we all try and stay in shape for the upcoming season that hopefully happens in the fall.
Excellent. Excellent. So, so Alicia, and am I saying that right?
It's Alessia.
Alessia. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've got that right now. I won't mess that one up. So are you all doing like Zoom cheer workouts, or how are you staying connected with each other?
Well, our competition season, they made us download an app that actually had like workouts that you could do on your own. And then we also did a couple of Zoom calls where we worked out together as a team. So that's really helping us.
So did somebody just sort of say, you just had a light bulb go off, and is that how it happened? Project Cheer Up?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Kenzie first. And
okay.
Then...
So it just it was like either the first weekend or the first week of the coronavirus, shutting down schools. And we had all come together and said that we should do something to help others and to know that others have our support even when it's this terrible time. So they need to know that we have their support and we're here to cheer them up.
Alessia, did you want to add something?
Oh no, I was gonna say the same thing.
I had a question and now I'm drawing a blank. Wendy, do you have any? Help me out here. I had a question. You know how that happens.
Well, yesterday when we went through the video and going over some of the content that we had today, I think that myself, Maria, and some of our other committee members were just amazed that everything was just pulled together, and all of you look like you're really enjoying it, having a lot of fun. And obviously we all are wondering what's going to happen in the next few weeks, but are you having mini competitions also? Do you FaceTime or Zoom and do different type of competitions? And let me first say, one of my very good friends, 2 of her daughters are part of Project Cheer Up, and I've seen a number of the TikTok videos, okay, and some of the challenges and stuff. So I see a lot of the things that you're doing, so it's amazing. So please tell us some of the other things that we didn't see in the video, like the challenges and different dances that you do on TikTok.
Well, we also schedule like parades to drive by people's houses, for, whether it be for a birthday or just thanking them for their service because they're an essential worker. So we set up like a meeting place, and we like to involve the other cheerleaders from other towns to join in with us so that the people that we're driving by are just really excited and really cheered up.
I remember now one of my questions. So I really love the message at the end of the video, which is that it takes a team to do something big, which is really what Hudson Gives is all about. So I'm sure, I mean, cheerleading is a team sport. What else have you learned from your cheerleading career, if you will? Anyone?
Well, I learned that it's all about teamwork and you really have to stick together. And the whole point of cheerleading is raising people's spirits. So I just feel like that really ties in with Project Cheer Up, and we just really want to raise people's spirits. So I think from cheerleading aside from Project Cheer Up, it just taught me that you need to be positive to like be happy all the time and make others happy. So that's what we're trying to do at Project Cheer Up as well.
Excellent. Anyone else want to add?
I've learned that just because you're competitors doesn't mean that you can't necessarily be friends with people from other teams. So through this process, we've become close with the other teams and other teams' coaches, and we have really like made friendships through this, which is a plus. And we basically like came together, and no matter what team we were on.
Excellent. So we're coming to the end of the segment. Sophia, Alessia, I'll give you guys the last word. Any closing comments you want to say?
I think that if anyone knows a cheerleading team or a cheerleader that wants to raise anyone's spirits, that they should contact us because we always enjoy having other people along with us so that we can get them involved.
Excellent. I love that.
Also, if you want a cheer up gram, you can email us at wecheeryouup@gmail.com, or you can visit our Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook pages at Project Cheer Up 2020.
Can you say that again? So we're going to share.
What was the email address again?
wecheeryouup@gmail.com.
Okay, wonderful. All right, I'll make sure that when we post the video, we'll include the email address as well. And one of the things I also loved about the video is that you've got a very diverse set of cheerleaders in the video and in your cohort. So thank you for your leadership. You know, thank you for being young women who are taking on a challenge and finding a solution to a problem that you all had, but also taking that solution and making it something that adds tremendous value to a lot of folks. So again, I loved the video. I think anybody who gets a thank you email today is going to see that and they're going to love it. So thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate your leadership. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All righty. Have a great day, ladies.
I want to make a plug for the pet contest that we're having, because I noticed that Kenzie's dog's in the background, and that we have, if you want to give a plug, he's adorable puppy, adorable. So if you want to
take a photo and then go on social media, give us the name of your pet, use the hashtag HudsonGives, tag us on Instagram, and you'll be entered. Do it by 12 noon. We're looking for a mascot. All righty. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a great day. All righty. Bye-bye. Hello.
As you know, this is very live, and things are going to happen. Calls are going to happen. Maria's going to roll away and make sure that she takes these calls. But Michelle, I'm really glad that you brought up the pet parade, because submissions have to be in within the next 2 hours by 12 noon. So we want to make sure that all of the adorable fur babies get in the mix and in for consideration as well. Okay, I thought, okay, good. I'm not on mute. Michelle, were you saying something? You're on mute.
No, it's just us, right?
Yes, but we also have the live stream that's on
Okay.
HudsonGives.org.
No, we're good. We're good. So, no, I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity. Those girls are amazing, and they really are an inspiration. So, and you and Maria are doing phenomenal work today. So, you know, pick the perfect co-host, and I hope we continue to raise a lot of money for our, you know, our very worthy nonprofits in Hudson County.
Absolutely. And I think you really grounded us and grounded everything, especially with, you know, the people who have created this community that we've had for such a long time, especially for people who are not only residents at Peace Care, but also the people in the community that they serve. So I see that we have some other people who've joined us from the waiting room.
Yeah, so we have actually 2 sets of folks joining. And I told everybody not to be late. So everybody's early, which is fine. This is good stuff. But I had to take that call. That was, I didn't know, like, you know how sometimes you get a phone call on your cell and you don't know who's calling because you don't recognize the phone number. So I thought maybe I should pick this up, even though I don't know who it is. It was Mayor Stephen Fulop checking in about his 12 p.m. Guest time on our Zoomathon. So I'm glad I took that so that he's prepared for 12 p.m. So thank you, everybody. Michelle, you are welcome to stay. You're welcome to hop off. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck in your goal of $5,000. Yes.
Thank you.
You're gonna get there. You're gonna make that happen.
Fine. We're good. Just as long as I spread the word.
Alrighty, so I'm going to welcome our new guests onto our segment. We're running, a couple minutes behind, and I apologize. I know we have first up St. Peter's University, and we have Father Rocco Donzi. I know you, but how do you pronounce the last? I'm always bad with names. So
no, that's okay. One of those Italian things, you know. Danzi.
Awesome. And you were going to be joined as well by your music director. Do we know if he's on yet?
Yeah, Dr. Joseph Legaspi.
Oh, that's right. I
I'm
don't
here.
see him in the waiting room. He may be running a little late, but you are here.
I see him, Maria.
You do. Oh, there you are. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm looking for like the name Legaspi. So hi, welcome.
Thank you.
So just to introduce myself, and then we also have members of the Jersey City Theater Center who are here. We'll just give them a wave. They are our next segment. So if they would just hang out with us for a little bit. Again, so for those who don't know me, my name is Maria Nieves. I'm president and CEO of the Hudson County Chamber of Commerce. And my co-host today is Wendy Paul. So
hi,
welcome everyone.
And hello, St. Peter's. And I shared this. Father Rocco. For those of you who don't know, Father Rocco, in addition to being just a great person and a great friend, he speaks Haitian Creole, which is also a language that my family speaks from Haiti. So it was such a great surprise that last year at my mom's funeral service to have Father Rocco stand up and speak Creole. So merci en pile, bien content well. I just said, thank you very much. I'm so happy to see you. So that's just a fun fact of my good friend, Father Rocco.
Excellent. And so Father Rocco, and can you tell us how are students faring at St. Peter's during the crisis over the last 8 weeks? It's greatly impacted, we know, universities and colleges and higher ed across the country. How is your community doing?
Sure, it has been challenging, and we've all been working hard from administration, faculty, staff to accompany our students. We shifted rather quickly to totally online learning and online delivering of everything, including our music ministry and great Arts on Bergen program that Joseph will share more about with me. But finding new ways and creative ways and virtual ways to stay connected. And I have to say, you know, I joke with my younger colleagues, I represent the 20th century, but I'm learning so many new tricks because the name of the game and what's so important is to stay connected, to keep community, and to be there for one another. And I've been amazed at the resilience of our students, their openness, and their willingness to be with us in virtual space, but also how they're connecting with one another through this time has been a source of inspiration. And in no small measure, Joseph is going to share, he even did a virtual concert with our student choir, with alumni, with Friends of St. Peter's, and an inspirational piece of music that went viral. And it really provided a salve and a soothing ointment to not only our community of St. Peter's. As you know, St. Aidan's, the iconic church on Bergen Avenue, is part of St. Peter's. And that's also part of this Arts on Bergen program. And again, we just invite people. This program began with Dr. Joseph Legaspi and vision and talent. And he's been doing an awesome job, but we're very dependent on donations, very dependent, like so many arts program in our community, arts programs, so dependent on people's generosity and belief in the magic and wonder of what the arts do to us, for us, and throughout our community. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Joseph, Dr. J, and he's got some great slides to tell a wonderful story. Thank you.
So hello. So I am the director of music at St. Peter's University. So one of our projects is to bring the concert series to the community. It's not just the university, but like the whole community. So we divided the concert series between a noontime series that happens every month, is at noon at 12 o'clock. And then it lasts for 45 minutes, is for the community. And the other one is an evening concert that happens at St. Aidan's at 7 o'clock. So I'll share the screen to you here to show you our concert highlights. If I can do that right now.
While Dr. J is doing that, just a reminder, the schedule for the entire day can be found at HudsonGives.org. We have some great prizes. We have some nonprofit spotlights. We also have a giveaway that will be starting in the next hour, but the pet parade, we have another little under 2 hours for everyone to submit a picture of their fur babies.
Merci en pile, Wendy.
De rien. You also get a language lesson from this as well. Italian will be following Dr. J's presentation.
All right. So can you see the PowerPoint slides now?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, Arts on Bergen is a project of the Office of the Provost, Office of Campus Ministry, and Department of Fine Arts at St. Peter's University. So here are our program highlights since, we started the program in 2015. So since then, we've tried to diversify our programs through genre, artists, and repertoire. So here are our featured artists since 2015. So instrumental music, we had Narciso Figueroa. He is a violinist at the Metropolitan Opera. So he was one of our first featured artists for our noontime concerts. We also featured Angel Desai. He is a Broadway singer, and she was also our featured artist a few years ago. And we also feature our faculty. So under the fine arts department, we also have music teachers. So James Adler is a renowned pianist and composer. So he is a mainstay at our concert series. So every year he presents piano recitals. And we also have chamber music. So we have trio Soya, Cheek, and Labro. So Emilio Soya is a Grammy-nominated artist, and he is based in New York City. And then Hub Music is based in Boston, and they've given recitals twice already, and they specialize in 20th century contemporary music. And also choral music, of course. St. Peter's has two choral groups, the St. Peter's University Schola and the Aidan C. Macmillan Chorale. So we featured the Philippine Madrigal Singers 2 years ago. They gave a concert 2 years ago, and it was well attended. And also we featured the New York Boys Choir and the St. Dom's. And then we gave a performance of Gabriel Fauré's Requiem. So, and last December, we had our annual Lessons and Carols. Lessons and Carols is one of our annual events, and it's also well attended.
It's beautiful. Wow.
And we had the children's choir from St. Patrick's. And then we also try to feature international artists. So last year we featured Ryan Kebiab. He is a national treasure from the Philippines. I am from the Philippines, so I was an apprentice of Ryan Kebiab. So we thought of bringing him to St. Aidan's. So we brought 5 choirs from the tri-state area and different Filipino American artists.
Along with our own students, which is such an experience for them as they grow in their sense of voice, performance, and confidence through music and performance.
And also, since March, we canceled our concert series, but we had 2 virtual concerts. One of them is Frank Fano. He's from New Jersey, so he gave an organ recital. So for fall, we're planning on resuming, hopefully, if not a actual live recital, we will resume the virtual recital. So here's our fall recital lineup. So, and I'll pass the baton to Father Rocco to talk about these things.
Yeah, I know our clock is ticking, but I just want to reiterate, there were like 2 events that we used as a fundraiser to try to shore up our ability to sustain and continue the program. So you probably saw like ticket price. But in general, most of the concerts are free will offerings. We try to make it accessible, available, exciting. And that's why appealing to the community. I heard the other group, I didn't think about like putting a price tag. 5,000 would be great. But I think more of what we want to say, St. Peter's University has been part of this community since 1872. And adding St. Aidan's as part of our patrimony, a building that the cornerstone was laid in 1930. And to imagine an immigrant community like our very diverse community of today, that they, during the Depression, built a building that is magnificent. And what happens in there through these concerts is magnificent, inspiring, awesome, and enabling our students and young adults to have an experience of real formation in music, in community, and of performance before live audiences. So again, Joe is the master. I'm the beggar, and we just hope, however and whatever people can do. And then during the year, please join us. We'll do our advertising with Maria's help. We keep trying to find ways to get the word out to our local community. Join us for these amazing events. So with Maria and Wendy, ma pale aveu tu, to bum ti me, to give us a hand.
And we, Memuela, my hands are here.
So everyone, I don't want to go over time. I know there's so many great people that want to speak to us about all that they offer to our Hudson County community. And this community needs this more than ever. Arts to lift our spirits and show us the way through this moment. So I guess, I don't know what else I do, Maria. I don't think
that was, can you hear me? Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. I could not have said it better myself. And so thank you so much to both you and Dr. Legaspi for sharing all that you're doing. I have to absolutely make my way out to St. Aidan's for a concert when we get back to normal or semi-normal, whatever normal looks like, because it is such a beautiful facility. And what an amazing experience your students must have, be able to perform in such a setting. So thank you very much for coming today. And good luck with your fundraising. I know I will make a donation. I'm a big supporter of St. Peter's, and you guys have been a great partner to us at the Chamber. And I couldn't have set this up any better, but now we're gonna welcome on Jersey City Theater Center, and they're actually also here to speak about some of the work that they're doing, which is also international in nature. So who am I turning it over to? There are many Jersey City Theater people here.
Olga, you're turning it.
All right.
But we do have a video in the beginning, so I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and then Olga will come on and we'll start a little bit of storytelling.
I leave it to you.
Sorry, we're a little slow this morning on my computer. Here we go. So Olga.
Hello, everyone. Growing up long time ago in small country of Belarus, in a tiny studio apartment with my mother, I've noticed that what I've been taught in school it was this pathos that we were former USSR was the greatest country in the world. And when I came home, when I used to come home to my mother's apartment, she would sit down in the kitchen with her friends, mostly artists, and quietly they would tell different stories. It was almost like political anecdotes. They had bread and water, sometimes tea. And at very young age, I've noticed that there's a huge gap in between what I've been taught in school and what my family and artists were going through and expressing. So one day, my mother took me to theater, and there it was. Actors staying on, really acting live, sharing stories openly in front of 700, maybe 1,000 people. And they were not telling the stories of government. They were telling the stories of my mother and her friends. Those stories that I heard in the kitchen. And there and then, I knew that my heart belongs there with those people who bridging the gap in between reality and that purposeness. I knew I wanted to give voice to voiceless. I knew I wanted to be there with those people. So when I came to Jersey City and I saw the same picture and no theater, I knew that I'm gonna dedicate my life to build that with Jersey City and for Jersey City in this beautiful, diverse community. And today, joining me, my name is Olga Levina. I'm a co-founder and artistic director of Jersey City Theater Center. And today, joining me, my partner in crime, Beth Cope, managing director, our board president, Paul Dennison. Paul, our another board president, Steven Vesela, Steven, and our one more board president, Duda Pantiato, and of course, resident artists of Jersey City. I invited especially people who grew up in Jersey City. Summer Reyes Hartilosa, Summer, Fernando Ayers, Fernando, our own. I don't see everyone. I know that we also have Sean Hendricks. Sean?
Yes, I'm here.
Sean Hendricks.
Good morning.
Our,
hey.
And of course, Ibn Sharif Shakur. So, yes, we work a lot with international artists, and every Friday we run, please join us tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're gonna have global conversations. Jersey City Theater Center mission is to produce and present works that sparks conversations about important issues of our times, relevant to our community, yet universal in scope. And as we can see today, now more than ever, there's never been a time, I think in my lifetime, where I can see more than ever how global our story is now. And we can't disregard what's going on in Belarus anymore, right? Or China. So every Friday, we invite artists from all over the world to present their works, because we started International Theater Festival next year, Voices, and also as a part of Jersey City New Play Festival, we run our readings every Wednesday. All our programming for Jersey City Theater Center is free of charge. So I'm gonna let Paul introduce himself. He's a board president of Jersey City Theater Center, and I'll let him to say a couple of words. Paul, take it away.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Maria, we're at it again. People are going to start wondering. Thank you for the thank you for that introduction. Thank you everybody who's been involved with the committee for setting this up. To be a good leader, I also have to serve, and it's been great serving with the board at Jersey City Theater Center, but also serving as best I can within the community. And one of that is engagement with the Chamber of Commerce. We spark conversations to talk about issues of our times. And we've been doing it not just within the Black box space, but we've been doing it with the different communities and collaborating with the different communities to share stories. One of those has been in Greenville. And we also interact with NJCU, and we definitely want to reach out to St. Peter's and do some interaction there. And we welcome a lot of the collaboration. Peace Care was definitely one of the sites on one of our art walks, and the impact of the work that was shown there with their residencies was just amazing. So we appreciate the opportunity to do stuff there. Just to reiterate, this is our second year of the coming up with the Voices International Theater Festival. Everything has gone online, and there's some really good conversations going on. Participate on Friday at 2 o'clock, and we are a good investment to seed some money into. So go to our webpage and make a donation. Thanks.
Olga, you're on mute.
Yes, it's my regular. I forget I'm not in the actual theater. I have to work microphones and cameras. So today we're joined by wonderful Jersey City artists. And as soon as we started working in Jersey City and I met them, I knew, doesn't matter how difficult it is, they are the ones who make me go, doesn't matter what. And I know nothing can stop us, and we will build that incredible center in Jersey City together. And I would like for Fernando to unmute himself and tell us what arts play in his life and how he came about to Jersey City. Fernando, I know we're very limited on time, so 4-5 sentences, please. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Fernando Ayers. I'm trying to keep this short as possible. Jersey City Theater Center has opened up many doors for me. I can't think of the amount of words to thank Jersey City Theater Center for what they've done for me. From the moment I walked in and Olga accepted me, as well as the entire JCTC family accepted me with open arms, it became a huge family of people to just, embrace. And what they do is they open doors for so many others, especially with the box. They find a plethora of amazing, talented artists throughout Jersey City. We reach out to New York, we reach around throughout the world to bring their talents and their messages to help inspire others. And being a person who works on a tech board and do help them bring their show to life, I've learned so much. I've met so many great people, and it has, again, opened doors to other jobs for me. And I've done everything from puppet shows for kids, and I learned how to do that. I've done shows in New York. I've even performed in Jersey City Theater Center, things that I've wanted to do for a while now that I haven't done in a while. And I went from teaching theater to being able to step back onto the theater floor. And again, I want to thank Olga. I want to thank everyone else. I want to thank the board, as well as the rest of the family of Jersey City Theater Center. It's a place to be enlightened, and just, especially the artists. I can't forget the artists. We have the galleries and amazing painters, sculptors, everyone. It's an amazing place to be as a talented group of people. And I want to thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Fernando. I wanted also to say that Fernando grew up just a couple of blocks away from Jersey City Theater Center, and I will never forget the way he walked in right from the street and he said, "It's my dream to be in theater. Can I do anything?" And I said, "You have one night to learn tech."
Oh yeah.
So it was our little little story. First time we met. Jersey City is now, everybody say, I don't know if it still is this year, but the most diverse city in our country. And one of the artists who probably doesn't need an introduction, Duda Pantiato, is, I saw his work and fall in love with it before I met Duda. So Duda, please take it away. He also our honorable board member.
Hi, hello everyone. I just want to be brief here and just say historically, Jersey City has gone through ups and downs in our romance and our development with the arts. And JCTC is a very important voice for Jersey City today. It is embedded in the community. It is trying to connect all different people's walk of lives and different neighborhoods, bringing different dialogues, bringing different communities, bringing different ages. So it's not just another art place in Jersey City, but it's a place that is really rooted into the community. So that's what I joined the board. I've been around Jersey City just 20 years, just about 20 years and maybe a little more. And I seen all. I see the museum come and go. I work with the library, Gomez, everyone I worked in Jersey City. And what attracted me to JCTC was the quality of people that is there and the vision and the mission that JCTC has into bring quality programs and really connect to all the different layers. We are the most diverse city in the country. We speak more than 50 languages just in the city. And it's such a needed place. I'm looking forward to the growth we can create together, the multicultural layer, but also the multidisciplinary artistic manifestations that we want to have being played and being connected through exhibitions and films and plays and all of that, and to enrich the next generation and this generation in Jersey City.
Thank you so much, Duda. Thank you so much. Well, our next artist actually was one of the first performers at Jersey City Theater Center. We started with Personal and Universal, and we opened Marcellus Studios in 2014. And Summer opened up for us with her show. Summer?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much, Olga, for having me today. So I'm Summer Dawn Reyes. I'm the founder and director of In Full Color, which is another arts organization in Jersey City that empowers women of color. And I have worked so much with Jersey City Theater Center just over the years. I did a one-woman show there when Marcellus Studios opened up. And it was a really wonderful, supportive space that really allowed me to experiment with what I wanted to do. And I think the Jersey City Theater Center has continued this really rich tradition of empowering locals. You know, I'm from Jersey City. I've been here since '98. I didn't live near Jersey City Theater Center like Fernando, but I went to PS5, which is right behind it. So, you know, I passed the Monaco Lock building many times in my youth. And it was really cool to have a place that was homegrown and that really encouraged local artists to explore what they really wanted to do artistically. And then, you know, in addition to supporting locals, what's really unique about JCTC is that there's also a lot of effort to bring in quality talent from around the world and expose locals to it. And I think that's really important as well in the development of young artists here. And it just kind of exposes you to the possibilities. Yeah, I'm just so fortunate that we also did the second year of In Full Color at JCTC. So that was a program we originally partnered with Art House Productions on. And I think that year there was like a flood or something like that. And Olga was so wonderful in telling us that she would take us in and help us continue with the show. And it's that sort of collaboration and that focus on community that has always been the underlying constant at JCTC. So I'm definitely happy to support them today. And I urge everyone to support them and Jersey City arts in general in any way you can.
Thank you so much, Summer. Thank you. Thank you.
No, you're on mute, Olga.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Summer. Our next artist was our artist in residence, and now he is moving on to Mana Contemporary. We're very happy that Sean and Greg are moving to Mana. They just got a studio a couple of months ago, but our studio at Jersey City Theater Center was the first studio for them. Sean, please introduce yourself and take it away.
Sure, thanks for that, Olga. My name is Sean Hardrick. I'm a video producer for a little known animation company that started in Jersey City. And like Olga said, we met when that company rented space at Marcellus Studios. So, you know, my background was mostly in post-production, but after having a conversation with Olga and hearing about the different programming that takes place at Jersey City Theater Center, you know, I was inspired to use that video production degree that I started and, you know, put it to use. So, you know, I went out, I got myself a camera, a light kit, and a field recorder, and I started documenting all of the great programs that I saw at Jersey City Theater Center. And these weren't just like theatrical performances. I mean, we were in community centers, we were in old folks' homes, we were in Jersey City and Greenville residents' homes who had put together makeshift art exhibits featuring local artists. And as someone who grew up in Jersey City and left back in 2013, I had spent a lot of time away from Greenville and from Jersey City, but one organization gave me the the reorientation I needed to figure out what was going on the ground. And that has opened up so many doors for me. You know, Ibn is on this call as well. I got to collaborate with Ibn, and he helped me on my first documentary that we're gonna premiere at Jersey City Theater Center as soon as we get through these trying times. And Duda Pintiato, who knew Duda even existed? I'm a lifelong resident. I didn't know Duda until I walked into Jersey City Theater Center, and I met his mural arts program face to face and got to talk to the kids about what inspired each piece that they contributed to the mural that Duda helps bring about every year for Jersey City kids. So in short, I met Jersey City Theater Center through another client, but over time, you know, they became one of the most valued business partners that I have. And they make sure that I can earn money through the Stories of Greenville grant. And they make sure that I have a space to record and, you know, to premiere the content that I feel passionately about. So anytime Olga calls me, I don't care where we are, Mana Contemporary or somewhere else, somewhere in Hollywood, I'm on it because she's helped me so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Problem,
and
Olga.
I would like to say that building theater, building a real center, I believe is not about building a building, even though we have done that with White Eagle Hall. I believe it's truly building community and being inclusive and really giving voices to those who not necessarily have those voices. And we always felt that Greenville was on the side. Well, our next artist is Ibn Sharif Shakur, was in our space as a resident artist because of that grant, with that, because community came together and decided as our partners, I Love Greenville, that arts is essential to their community. Ibn, take it away.
Hello, how's everyone doing? Well, first of all, I gotta say, I'm St. Peter's alumni, so grad and undergrad, so I gotta shout out St. Peter's. But for me, what JCTC has done is me being from Greenville, it's helped bridge the gap and give my art an appreciation. I've been directing, writing, poetry, all in commercials, everything for so long, and it kind of had hit a ceiling. And what Olga has done is help me bridge the gap to international platforms. Like Sean said, I didn't know who Duda was, and then I'm able to meet these different people and start to understand that certain issues are universal, you know. And it just helped me continue to connect with my purpose and my why, you know, which is like to enlighten, to give wisdom, and just to share my story, because it's bigger than just me personally. So JCTC is just like a reflection of the diversity that we have in our city and in the world. And I appreciate them because, like my man Sean said, he said a lot of things that I was thinking. Just as a partner, being able to have value in a relationship on both ends, right? We bring something as artists, and they bring something as the platform. Who just as Olga is like a connector. She knows how to connect people from one end to the other, and I appreciate them. And maybe we'll get back down there in the space and see how everything goes.
Thank you so much, Ibn. We're working so closely. So another artist that we have today on the line is Dipti. Dipti, please unmute yourself. And she is Dipti had a one-woman show at Jersey City Theater Center. We have a special relationship, and of course, she is an immigrant, just like I am.
Yeah. So I just want to first say thank you so much, Olga, for including me for this morning's event. I mean, I second everything that everybody has said so far. For me personally, JCTC is so important. And as Olga said, we have a special relationship. Anytime I feel like, you know, as an artist, I'm stressed out about my art, or even as a human being, as a woman, I can always reach out to her. She's always there. She makes the time. I know she's super busy, but she'll always make the time for artists. And that is something that's so invaluable for us as artists, because we're always going through ups and downs. Personally, for me, I feel like I'm double minority. I'm a woman, and I'm a woman of color. And in theater, even today, if you have your own thing, like I'm an individual artist, I'm not associated to a specific theater company, so I don't have a home in that sense. So to then push your art, and you know, with a one-person show or something like that, or even any other piece of art that you want to give birth to, it's extremely difficult to make ways and find your place, and to find someone who will give you that support so that you can then do what you love and make a difference in the community. Olga talked about my one-woman show that I performed at JCTC. It's called Honor Confessions of a Mumbai Courtesan. It is a show about two women. It's a mother and daughter show. It's placed in India, but the fact is it's universal. But for me to make people understand that as a woman of color who wants to present a show that might be set somewhere else is extremely difficult. But with Olga, it was just like this. JCTC took us on, and we performed there, and we performed to a full house. And I think people like Olga and institutions like JCTC are the heart of any place. They make the heart and soul, because they support the art, which in turn nourishes the heart and souls of people. So it's extremely important to have JCTC in our lives and in our community. Thank you so much, Olga, for everything you're doing. And I hope that we just keep to build our relationship, but that JCTC continues to thrive and becomes like an icon for the community.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dipti. So as you can see, building theater is building community, and your story is everything to me. There's always time in my day for your stories because I live for it. I would love to introduce our another board of directors. I know we have very little time. Steven Vasella. Steven, please. By the way, Steven is a director and artist as well.
Thank you, Olga. So I'll just be brief here. When the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic, it follows that as citizens of the world, that we're all in this together. At JCTC, instead of canceling the remainder of our season, we acted swiftly by reformatting our Voices International Theater Festival and making that content available online for free. The world may be isolated, but JCTC is making sure that we're not alone by providing people with entertainment and a form of connection to each other. You're going to see a lot more free online content like this from JCTC as we adjust to life in the new normal. As you heard, JCTC's mission is to spark conversations about the issues of our times through the arts, issues that are relevant to the community and universal in scope. Our mission is relevant now more than ever. For me, there's nothing like the excitement, the inspiration, and the joy on the faces of people who experience theater and the arts right here in Hudson County at the Jersey City Theater Center. Making those special moments possible is our passion. So my appeal to you is please help Jersey City Theater Center continue to open hearts, inspire minds, and ignite imaginations by making a generous gift today. Thank you for your support. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Olga and the entire team out at Jersey City Theater Center. Thank you for being part of Hudson Gives. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity over basically the last hour to talk about how important arts and culture are for every community, but particularly important now, just as important as just about any other cause that we are raising money for today. So thank you to all. Thank you for keeping us on time. Good luck with your fundraising. We'll be checking in throughout the day. So thank you all.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much.
It's so great
You're
to
my
see you.
family.
Yes, great to see you, Olga. It's great to see all the artists. Judah, it was so great to see you as well.
Thank you so much,
Many of these
everyone.
spaces, we look forward to supporting you and seeing you in the coming days. And thank you for being part of the arts in Hudson County.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All righty, to our audience out there on Hudson Gives, we are basically going to come back live, I should say, at 11 a.m. in about 10 minutes. So we're going to take a 10-minute break and we'll catch you with our next segment, which is going to be Heroes Work Here with the Jersey City Medical Center, RWJ Barnabas Health. So come back in about a few minutes. All righty, Wendy, I'll catch you on the next Zoom, okay?
Okay, got it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth.